What if the real superpower was already inside you? The Great Book of Melanin Research reveals 130 years of scientific studies conducted by governments around the world on you. This isn't fiction. It's real research on melanin uncovering its superconductive, photoconductive, cell-protective, and DNA shielding abilities. Yeah, they've known for over a century. Why don't you? Order now and get the exclusive Police Stop Law Package free. That's the Know Your Rights Manual, Constitutional Rights Card, Qualified Immunity Notice and Card, Police Stop Flashcards Volume 1 and 2, the Public Official Bonds Book. Learn how to hold them personally accountable. This is power in your hands, biological and legal. They studied you. Now you study them. Click the link. Get the truth. Get protected. The Great Book of Melanin Research. It's time you knew what they know.
What up, people? On this hot ass, and I mean hot ass, Saturn's Day. God damn, it's hot. I don't know how long this live stream gonna go. Sweating my ass off. God damn it, it's hot. We don't do this in Los Angeles. We don't do hot. We do 78 all year round. God damn. I know some of y'all are wondering what happened to my live stream last week. God damn it. Had a lot of fun on that live stream, and YouTube bitch asses. Bitch too. They took my live stream down because I told you guys on how to see, I gotta watch my words. See, well, just so you know, right now I'm live on Rumble too. I had to start my Rumble page. I got tired of this bullshit. So you can go to Rumble and search for the Real Nagas channel, and I'll be live streaming on there because at some point in time I'm gonna cut this YouTube stream off and go ham on Rumble. God damn it, you understand? So y'all need to get over to Rumble and make sure you subscribe to Real Nagas on Rumble, because at some point in time I may just move the whole thing over there. So if you're not subscribed, you're not gonna get the funny on Saturday. It's not just the funny, we do the news, but you know what I'm talking about. But appreciate y'all for showing up on this Saturn's Day. What up, King Tony, Rich Cliff, Travion McClinton, BYG Mac, Jason Rivers, Mrs. B, Atuna Twain, Lester Ingram, Travis Bailey. I got you, DJ Sherm, Hood Politics Entertainment, SBD Truth. What up? Chaz McFly, No Ken to Marty, Kevin Wise. What up? What up, people? Sam Stone, what up, brother? Melanated Brown, what's happening? Caramel Soldier, what's that? Fundamentals with Law, what's happening? Christopher Ellis, Ralph McCoy, Reloaded 614, Brian Rich, got you, Rich Cliff, One Immaculate, what's cracking? Danger Man Dubs, Adriano Iggy, what's happening? Ishmael Timbo, sorry, brother. DJ Sherm, Visualize You, YOU, y'all are funny with these names. Wayne Wallace and Herb B3, what's cracking? What up, Terry Bell? He says, I can no longer write in chat, be on live. What? You can no longer write on chat and be in live? I don't know why. But yeah, so YouTube took my live stream down because I told you guys about the nano silver. I said stuff about the nano and that what it could help you with, possibly, allegedly could help you with. I got an ice skate around this bitch. Fucking bitch too. So just on the nano silver, for the nano silver. Yo, Charlie Scott, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the Cash App. Everybody, make sure you follow Charlie Scott and hit the Cash App. Appreciate you guys. That's Real Nagas, the number 9. Again, Real Nagas, the number 9 for the Cash App, for the shawarma donation. I'm doing all kinds of shawarma now. Crab leg shawarma, doing salmon shawarma. I'm all over the place with the shawarma. But appreciate your donations. But yeah, because YouTube is tripping, man. They got an eye on my channel for some reason. I'm like, this smart. They don't even let my subscribership go to 3,600. That's how much they watching me. Like over my subscribership has been at 35,000.9 for 4 years, like 3.5 years. How is it gonna be at 35.9 exactly at 35,000.9 for 3.5 straight years? That means they're fucking with my channel. They're not letting any subscribers go through and shit like that. So I'm gonna have to eventually migrate to Rumble or create a whole new channel on YouTube that they're not watching. Either both. But right now, I'm live streaming on Rumble. So again, if you go to Rumble, look for the Real Nagas channel on Rumble, and you should see me. If you don't see me, let me know. I got to know if it's not streaming on both channels. I need to know. But because I can't see if I'm actually live streaming. So if I am live streaming and one of you are catching me on Rumble, please let me know. But appreciation anybody who ordered the police stop law package. If you ordered the police stop law package, or the Great Book of Melanin Research right here, boom, you got the full police stop law package for free. Bam, the whole Know Your Rights manual, public official bonds book, constitutional rights card, qualified immunity cards and notice, along with the flashcards, the police stop flashcards, volume 1 and 2. And then you also get, boom, you get the free t-shirt. So a lot of you have ordered it and you got the free t-shirt. So you got the hookup on the free t-shirt. I'm getting a lot of comments on how dope, how you like the shirts, how dope you think the shirts are. So that's what's up. I'm glad you like it. I really made them for me. This is really my homage, homage to hip hop. But I'm glad you like it too. So I'm glad y'all like it. So again, if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, you get the whole police stop law package for free. Plus you get the Rapstrology t-shirt, either volume 1 and volume 2 came out last week. This is what, if you didn't see it last week, volume 2 came out last week. And so boom, right here, we got the new right here with Redman, Melly Mel, White Lines. But we got Lauryn Hill and Left Eye. Bam, right here. We got the two Geminis for Lauryn Hill and the Geminis are Lauryn Hill and Left Eye. Got the RZA for the Cancer. Chuck D for Leo. You Leos. We in Leo season. What's up, Leos? Big Daddy Kane for the Virgo. MC Light for the Libra. ODB for the Scorpio. And Jay-Z. This is the old Jay-Z, not the bitch ass Jay-Z. I know y'all was like, y'all shouldn't have put on. Y'all know Jay-Z was off the chain when he first came out with Who You With. Come on. Y'all know Who You With was off the chain. God damn it. The old Jay-Z, first Jay-Z, that nigga was dope. So Jay-Z, Slick Rick, self-explanatory. Come on, Lottie Dottie. Then we got J. Rue, the Damager, and Metacal. We got Method Man to round it out. So boom, this is the new volume 2. So again, we got volume 1. Boom, right there, and volume 2. And what you see behind them are nebulas. These are space nebulas, just in case you didn't know. So this is the purple. This is a purple nebula right here, and this is the burgundy nebula behind it. So again, you get the free t-shirts when you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy. Plus, you get the free police stop law package. All right. Then everybody, if you don't want to go and order that, you just want to learn the law for free. Make sure you get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org, and we will work for one of these right here. This is what you're working for. Knowyourrightsfoundation.org. We will teach you the law for free, but you will be working to get one of these beautiful certifications right here, so you can take that information, go teach it to your family, your friends. That's what we need right now. There's a whole bunch of people getting punched in the face for not turning on their goddamn headlights. So we got to do something about that. You're getting punched in the face for not turning on your headlights. And the police state is going to get even harder. We're only 6-7 months in. and it's going to get even harder. So make sure you get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Sign up. We will teach you the law for free. All right. That's how we're doing it. All right, people. Oh, and really quick, if you want to learn, learn status law, make sure you get over to patreon.com/realnagas. Sign up to the highest status class level, and I will give you the paperwork for free. All right, I will give it to you, but you gotta be able to explain it. You got to be able to explain it. I will not give a bazooka to a baby. So again, if you can explain the paperwork, I will give it to you for free, because I need this law army that we are building out here, because Trump crazy. Trump done lost his mind. He's not really crazy. He's really he's compromised by the ball gargler, by the Khazarians. And so and then he is a little crazy too. So it's a little bit of everything, and you're gonna need to be prepared and armored up with the law when this stuff starts to go down. So make sure you get over, again, knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Also, I forgot to show you with the police stop law package, we're giving the press passes. You will get a free press pass. All right. So it comes with all of the fixings, the constitutional rights card, qualified immunity card, plus the notice. But you also get the free press pass right here. All right. So this press pass, whenever you're at any type of, you're trying to be an activist out there, we don't promote or say don't do it. However, if you want to be an activist, you want to go to some of these things where, you want to make a show, a presence. And if you want to do it for Know Your Rights Foundation, we appreciate that. However, you got to make sure you're armored up, and we have the press passes for you right here. And it has the law on the back of the press pass to show the police officers that you're legit. Now, you don't need a press pass for free speech. However, this makes you more legit. So boom. All right, everybody, you ready to get to it? It is hot as hell. It's hot as hell today. God damn it, what? But we're going to get through it. Hey, if the please let me know the sound of my mic, if the mic is okay. I am on Rumble. She said Rumble's working. All right, that's what's up. Thank you, Melanated Brown. Rumble's working. So y'all get over to Rumble. Sign up for the Rumble. Sign up to that Rumble Real Nagas channel, because at some point in time, I'm going to cut off YouTube, and only people on Rumble will be able to see me go ham, baby. That's how it's going down. So again, also make sure you hit that CashApp note, or the real way to support. And I'm out of the monetary program. This is why I had to move over to Rumble. But the real way to support is get over to realnagas.com and order some merch. Make sure you get in there. Oops. Uh-oh, almost cut you guys off. Almost cut y'all off. God dang it. Boom. So we have to show you where to go. There it is. All right, there we go. So make sure you get in here, support. We have all this gear in here, everybody. Look at all this gear. So much dope gear. You got the Dragon Moore stuff. We got the Phoenix Moore. We got the FAFO right here at the very top. A lot of you are buying the FAFO and the FAFO gear. The F around and find out gear, because it's about that time. People are effing around and finding out. So again, this is the way to support right here. realnagas.com, order some merch. But also, we got our hoodies. I just made hoodies. I didn't have hoodies like before, but now we have hoodies. Bam. So right here, I have the Rapstrology hoodies. So make sure you support that way. All right, y'all, we're about to get into it. So, starting off, all right. We got the politics. Let's get the politics out of the way, because we got some fun stuff later on. So let's get the fun. Let's get the whack politics out of the way. So a video comes out of an IDF or a bunch of IDF soldiers who confessed they were told to stand down during October 7th. So we had heard that before. I did a report on that before. It was released by a long time ago when it first came out. It was released by Haaretz, which is the Israeli newspaper over there. It came out back then, but it got buried. Wonder why. But now it's coming to a head. You know, it's a lot of people seeing that these people are starving over there, and it's people are just, they can't take it no more. So if you have a conscience, people's conscience are getting to them. Like you're seeing starving babies and all this type of stuff. So people like, they just can't do it. So the soldiers, they went on some type of show, and they said that they were told to stand down. And they're supposed to be up like early in the morning, like 5 in the morning to that gate, 4:35 in the morning. They were told to stand down. And so they didn't, and I think they didn't give a time for when they were supposed to go out there. They were just told to stand down to a further notice. So why would they do that? When they're at that patrol every day, on time, all day, boom, killing it. Like, boom, nothing gets through the IDF. But that morning, they were told to stand down. So finally, some IDF soldiers are coming with the truth. I mean, New Khazaria is done. They're doing so much atrocities, it's done. Even like I said, they've even said that they're about to go in there and just take it. They're about to take Gaza. Fuck it, it's ours. It's ours. It's like, you ever see Trading Places when the Dukes lost that money at the end, and they was talking about they owe $300 million, and he was like, "This is our exchange. We built this exchange. It's ours. We built it. It's ours." So that's Netanyahu bitch right now. It's ours. And no, it isn't. You stole it, or you're stealing it, and there's going to be major backlash in the world when this goes down. Major backlash. You say Rumble is working? Rumble is working great. That's what's up, Rumble. That's what's up, Rumble. Rumble in the jungle. That's what I'm talking about. So Khazaria is about to take, and then they said they're doing it with Trump's approval, but they're doing it, they're putting this out there. Now, Trump didn't deny it. All he said was Netanyahu, so he said basically what Trump said is, we're going to feed the people over there. We're going to get some food. We're going to get them some food, blah, 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 because he knows this is a major backlash on him about them, you starving people to death. That's just the most fucked up thing you could do. So we're going to get them some food. We got to get them some food, blah, 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 this and that, right? But then he says, and then the rest is up to Netanyahu. So Netanyahu bitch comes out and says, yeah, we're gonna take Gaza, and it's called the Trump plan. Hey, look how he is tying Trump's bitch ass to this, because when it goes to shit, and it's gonna go to shit, Trump's name is right there on the billboard. It's the Trump plan. We was only doing the Trump plan because dumbass Trump came out and said, maybe we should just clear out Gaza and, and find them other places. Because so he did on some just on the fly shit come out and say that at the podium. So now Netanyahu bitch is like, okay, you fucked up. So we're just going to basically do what you said. And then we're going to stamp your name on the plan. But we going to keep Gaza, bitch. Because we got your balls in a vice, nigga. We got your balls in the piranha tank. So Trump to put his ass in a hard, he done messed up. Trump has fucked up. Would you say Netanyahu is the biggest war criminal ever known to mankind, and the U.S. White House doesn't care? Well, I wouldn't say that. Bush and them killed like 1 million. They killed 1 million, allegedly, Iraqis during the Iraq War, right? You also heard of the Dresden bombing where they killed like 1 million motherfuckers. They bombed Cambodia, where they killed like 1 million people in the bombing. So wait, before you start saying Netanyahu is the biggest war criminal ever, you gotta, it's a whole bunch of them bitch ass niggas. Like seriously, there's a whole bunch of them bitch ass niggas. A lot of them come from America. So yes, Netanyahu's a bitch. The only reason you think Netanyahu is the biggest war criminal is because you got social media. If there was social media back when they bombed Dresden, when they bombed Nagasaki, Hiroshima, when they bombed the Cambodians, when they killed Iraq, when they killed all them people over in Iraq, you would think all them damn Americans is the biggest war criminals. But because they happen to have the luck that social media came out after they did their dirt. That's all. That's why you don't know how fucked up they really are, even though we have some clue of how fucked up Bush is. But he would look way worse than Netanyahu bitch right now if you saw all the shit that the Americans was doing over in Iraq. So we gotta be measured about it. Would you say Trump gets rewarded with a Nobel Prize for letting them take over Gaza? Shaking my head, everything is messed up. Well, I don't know if he got it yet. He's nominated. He's getting nominated. Now, let me say this. Now that's a that's a real sticky thing, because the nigga he did stop other conflicts around the world, just not New Khazaria and Old Khazaria. Those are the two that he didn't stop. But this nigga, he actually did stop like 3 or other 4 wars that were going on, especially the one in the Congo. Y'all know he stopped the 30-year war over in the Congo, right? I did the story on this about a month ago, when it came out. And Trump was looking at the fine sister from the Congo, talking about how bad she was. But Trump stopped the 30-year war in the Congo. And so Obama got a damn Nobel Prize and he didn't do shit. Trump stopped the 30-year war in the Congo, and he stopped India and Pakistan from killing each other. They was about to blow each other up. And that nigga said, look here, motherfucker, let's do a deal. I'll do a trade deal. America will do a trade deal with both of y'all. Y'all can both come do a trade deal with America if you promise not to kill each other. How about that? They were like, cool. So again, you got to call balls and strikes, y'all. You can't be polarized. You got to call balls and strikes. Now, is he a piece of shit for letting the Gazans, for letting Netanyahu bitch do what he doing? Yeah, but it goes deeper than that. We're gonna get into it in a second. So Trump, like he said, he vowed to be best friends to the Jewish Americans as anti-Israel hate increases with MAGA. So he's like, it's either MAGA or the Jews. And he chose the Jew. He chose the Khazarians. He was like, I'm going to be the best friend to the Jewish Americans. Like, oh, wait a minute. You shitting on your MAGA people for the Khazars? Oh, shit. It's going down. It's about to go down. So then as all this is going on, a whistleblower named Anthony Aguiar just came out. He's going around doing on podcasts telling the accounts of working with the IDF in Israel. So he was working for a organization that was working with the Gaza Relief Fund, I think is the Gaza something fund. Wait, was it the Gaza Humanitarian Fund or something? GHF, Gaza Humanitarian Fund or something like that. But they're really not humanitarian. They're really just, they're there to make sure that the Palestinians only are surviving. That's really all they're there for. And so then they got the IDF as the military to try to keep control, right? And so then you had these other private companies helping the IDF. And so he worked for the private company that was helping the IDF. And he was talking about a kid. So he was saying basically how messed up it was, how they were just, they're just shooting, how they're killing people every day, like 100 people a day when they go for food. So they'll throw food in one section and all of them have to run for the food, right? And so then when they get ready to say, all right, that's they'll give them a certain amount of time to go, and all of them have to run like rats and roaches to get the food. And so it's real fucked up, man, what they're making them do. Then when it's time for them to disperse, they'll shoot in that area, and they can't see in that area because at that time it becomes dark. So they're just shooting in that area. So they're just shooting at, knowing that somebody's probably going to get hit, but they're just shooting in that area, and people just get hit randomly. About 50 to 100 people a day getting killed who are going for food. It's crazy. So you go for food that day, you probably gonna die. You have a good chance of dying. This is some bullshit. So he started exposing that, but then he talked about a kid who had missed the food. He had missed all the food, like the food, everybody had came and got the food, and he was like, I think he was like 8 or 9 or something like that, and he missed the food. And so it basically is like a little bit left. So he found some rice. He found a little bit of rice, and they handed him, I guess the soldiers maybe handed him whatever was left they could find. They handed him like rice, maybe a thing of bread or whatever. And so he was so thankful. He was so thankful to the soldier, Aguiar. He kissed his hand. There's like a picture of the kid kissing Anthony Aguiar's hand. Then come to find out that the kid got killed as one of those who, when they disperse the crowd, they shoot randomly. That kid was one of the kids who got killed, who came and thanked him and was like, bless you for helping us. And I mean, it's just fucked up shit. So you got a lot of soldiers just quit immediately. They're like, fuck this shit. But then was one kid, he was saying it was one incident where some kids were in the crowd, and one man picked up one of the kids so they could see where to get the food or whatever. And they put him on top of like some things so we could see. And an IDF soldier was getting ready to shoot the kid. And then Aguiar, he intervened. And he's like, nah, you're not about to shoot him. He said, stand down. He told him to stand down. And that soldier got mad. And so he went and told his superior, and then I guess the superior IDF soldier went and told Aguiar's boss, who works, because he works for a private company. So then Aguiar's boss came over and told him, he says, don't upset the customer. Do whatever the customer wants. So apparently Israel, New Khazaria, is the customer. They're basically paying for these niggas what they want them to do is kill random and innocent people. But they were like, nah, we're not doing that. So shout out to the Aguiar dude, and that made him go crazy. So he went ham when he got home and started exposing everything. So this started to come out. Basically, American soldiers working for private companies over there being told what to do by the IDF. So shout out to that dude. He said Trump stopped 11 other wars. I don't know about that, but I know he stopped at least 2 or 3 of them. I know he got at least 3 under his belt, where Obama ain't got shit. Obama ain't stopped a goddamn thing, but Obama got a Nobel Peace Prize for what? Because he was nigga? Because he was a nigga? He brought peace to America because he was a nigga president that brought peace to America. You're such a great president. You're the first black president. You deserve peace. You deserve Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. So again, you caught it called balls and strikes. Trump doing some good shit. He doing some fucked up shit. But it just so happens though that the fucked up shit that he's doing is kind of outweighing the good stuff. So because when you're killing innocent people, there's nothing you can do on the other side to make that correct. Now he's not doing it, but he's facilitating the killing of innocent people. So even though you're not doing it single-handedly, and he's not doing it consensually, really. Netanyahu got, and we're about to talk about it. Not only Netanyahu, it's not Netanyahu. So because we're going to get into it. I'm going to tell you what's happening in a minute, but more the ball gargling goes even deeper. The Khazarian ball gargling goes even deeper because Trump, he put out, and I don't know if he knew this, but somebody in the Trump administration, they put out that they were cutting federal funding from states who divested from new Khazarian businesses, Israeli businesses. So meaning we're going to cut FEMA. You don't get federal emergency management money. If you dying and your house blow away, you got blown, whatever the fuck it is, we not going to give you money if anybody in that state has divested from New Khazaria, Israel. That's crazy. That's motherfucking insane. You talk about America first, nigga, you are my MAGA. My MAGA. He is my MAGA all day. Hey, for the good work. Works, though. It's hard sometimes to take a stand. Yep. Well, he being blackmailed. And it goes way farther than Netanyahu helping him get elected. But when you're going to cut FEMA from Americans because they don't support another country, nigga, you done lost your damn mind. So obviously MAGA lost their mind this week when they heard. They were like, bitch, fuck you, bitch. They started going crazy on this nigga Trump, right? So they were like, what's going on? Goddamn, everybody, nigga Trump is getting shit on everywhere. They were like, whoa, what the fuck? Oh, shit. So he tried to pull it back. And they reworded it saying that you can't discriminate. You can't discriminate when divesting from businesses. It still means they can cut your shit if you divest. Because we say discriminate, if we say, look, we not fucking with Israel, New Khazaria, because they some punk ass bitches for killing babies. Well, you can't single Israel out. That's discriminate. That's discriminatory. You can't do that. That's discrimination. You can't single them out. You can't do that. Like, wait a minute, nigga, I can't single them out for blowing up babies, motherfucker. You telling me I can't do what the fuck I want to do with my money? I can't choose where I want to invest my money, and especially not investing it with a country that is blowing up babies. You telling me I can't do that shit? Oh, MAGA went crazy, right? So he reworded the shit. They reworded it, tried to take it out and shit. It also states that the states cannot promote DEI programs if they want federal assistance. So you can't divest from Israel and you can't promote DEI. So now I don't necessarily I don't disagree with the DEI shit. Let me say that. I don't disagree with that one. However, nigga, that you can't get federal money if your house get flooded, your house get washed away, you don't get no money. If you say EAD to New Khazaria, oh nah, we ain't messing with that. We not fucking with that. Oh, what'd you say? So Trump has the power to stop every other war, but the Israeli Gaza and Russian Ukrainian war, fuck out of here. No, he can't. I'm gonna tell you what, we're gonna get to it in a second. So again, what they call it is boycott, divest, and sanction. So he told him you can't do that. So we'll see where that goes. He pulled it back. We'll see if they try to sneak it in some other. They be sneaky as hell. So you get crazy about it, right? And then you go, you roar from the rooftop. Then you say, you think something happened. You think they heard you. All right, yeah, you heard me roar. All right, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, bitch. And then you go back to your room, and then they slide that shit in there. When is they gone? They gone? Slide that shit right on in there when you're not looking. So you got to keep paying attention to the Trump administration because the ball gargling is out of control. The Khazarian ball gargling. Then it came out that they're shutting down. They were instead of shutting down TikTok, because remember they were going to shut down TikTok because people on TikTok was telling the truth about the war, and the IDF soldiers were putting out videos of what they were doing. Crazy ass motherfuckers. They were wearing the people clothes who they blew up. They blew up their building. They were wearing their clothes and cooking their food and stuff, man, just doing foul shit and putting it on TikTok. So this is how the backlash started coming back against Nuka Zaria. So they said, we can't have that shit. We can't have that shit. We need to take TikTok out of America, right? So y'all remember that. Then they voted to take TikTok out of America. However, now since Trump is in there, Trump is like, we're not going to take down TikTok. They just he made TikTok put a Zionist, a super Zionist in charge of hate speech at TikTok. So instead of taking away TikTok, now they just have a super Zionist Khazarian monitoring your speech at TikTok to make sure that you're not anti-Semitic, right? Hate speech. We got to make sure you're not hating on the Khazarians. So you see where the fuckery is going. When you say Israel owns America and Trump is in their pocket. Epstein files. Yep. Absolutely. He's happy for the good work, though. Okay. I showed that one. So now getting to why Trump is in the pocket of the Khazarians. So this girl named Whitney Webb, I don't know if you've been seeing her, but she's on a lot of independent podcasts, some Democratic podcasts, but mostly independent, some conservative, like middle conservative. She's like middle left, middle right. She does those podcasts. Her name is Whitney Webb, a little Caucasian woman with glasses. Now she's basically a super conspiracy factist. She looks up all these people's stuff. She wrote a book, and she's on her, like the last thing she did was on Kim Iverson. So you can go watch her videos, the last videos that Kim Iverson just did, and she's on there breaking down the Khazarians. But what she broke down was that Trump back in the day, or Trump now, is funded or was basically made by the Rothschilds. So this is why this goes deeper than Netanyahu, bitch, because they're the ones who run him. Yo, appreciate you, Kevin, for the Cash App. Thank you, brother. And everybody else who wants to hit the Cash App. Appreciate y'all, man. Hit that Cash App. Real Nagas, the number 9. Appreciate you guys. Also, real quick, make sure you go to realnagas.com, order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy. Boom. And you get the whole hook up there. But that Cash App, you can hit me with a chicken shawarma donation. Appreciate you. So Whitney Webb, she be breaking up a whole lot of stuff. Now, is her stuff accurate? You can't really say because she doesn't have any actual experience of it. She's just uncovering a lot of information from history that's out there actually in the open. So she does a deep dive into all the files and information that's actually public, and she puts together this whole thing. And she broke down. She said they bailed him out when he went bankrupt. Remember? So everybody hears about Trump went bankrupt, and then they'll try to say that Trump knew how to use bankruptcy laws in order to reestablish his wealth, right? They say, well, he wasn't really bankrupt. He just knew how to work the bankruptcy laws so that he could reestablish his wealth. That ain't what happened. I think it was Rothschild and Sons, the Rothschild and Co. I think it's called Rothschild and Co. They were like a forgot what type of bank they are, but they're a bank in New York. But they're really they go back to France. They're really part of the France banking cartel, because the Rothschilds got France. What did they have there? France, Britain, Germany, and the other two. I forgot the other two. But so they had, this is the France one. And so that banking firm bailed Trump out when he was going down in Atlantic City. Those hotels, and he leveraged himself too much. And he was about to be straight up gone. The Rothschilds saved him. So they saved him from going to the poorhouse. So who does Trump owe more than anyone? It would be the Rothschilds. And so these are the people who create the deep states. So the deep state is really run by the bankers and all those, the cartels and all that shit behind the scenes. So this is why all these cats are able to tell Trump what to do right now. It looks like the deep state is running Trump, because the deep state works for the bankers. And Trump has to bow down and gargle balls because they saved his ass. They bailed him out. Also, she said that he was in business with Robert Maxwell back in the day. He was in business with Robert Maxwell, Ghislaine's daddy. Yep. And he was in business with Meyer Lansky. Y'all know who Meyer Lansky is? Meyer Lansky. So the head of the mafia back in the day, in the 40s, early the 20s, the 30s, that mafia back in the day. Oh, actually, it was the 30s, 40s, 50s. So what is it? Lucky Luciano, Bugsy Siegel. But the heads of it, they thought was Lucky Luciano, but it was Lucky Luciano and Meyer Lansky, the Khazar. But he didn't get as much publicity. Why? Because the Khazars, this is how they do. They hide, they don't want any publicity. They don't want to be out in the forefront while they running shit on the low. So Meyer Lansky was out here. Meyer Lansky, the cartels or the drug, what was it? What was the name? What was the name of Meyer Lansky and them Lucky Luciano? What was the name of that shit? Damn, what was the name of that shit that they had? Their cartel. I forgot the name of their cartel. What'd you say, Miss Janie? He says they also said TikTok was only going to show things happening in the US and not other parts of the country or the world. See, that's that Khazarian shit. That's that Khazarian chick right there. He says Trump was made by the Roth-like childs. Yes, he was made by those cats. See, we didn't know it went that deep, but Meyer Lansky was the real head of the drug cartel. That was when you see the Godfather and all that. That's really Meyer Lansky. And they show, what was his name, Herman Roth. So if you watch The Godfather, there's the movie The Godfather. There's a dude in The Godfather named Herman Roth who betrayed Michael Corleone after Vito Corleone died, the dad. And that's who, and Herman Roth was in business with Vito Corleone for a long time. They had ran a whole bunch of on the low shit. So then when Vito died, Michael Corleone took over, but Herman Roth wanted to take over the whole shit. So he tried to have Michael Corleone taken out, but Herman Roth was supposed to be Meyer Lansky. He was the Meyer Lansky. He was being, or he was the an actual portrayal of Meyer Lansky. So Meyer Lansky and the drug cartels are the ones who gave guns to the IDF, the groups. So right before the groups who made up the IDF were these like 3 terrorist groups in New Khazaria. This is why the Queen Elizabeth called the New Khazarians terrorists. I showed you guys that back when I first started doing this. I showed you that article that was about a month and a half, maybe about a month and a half ago. I showed you that article where Queen Elizabeth called the New Khazarians terrorists. Now, who was giving these terrorists guns? That was Meyer Lansky. He was giving these niggas guns so they could do the terrorists terrorizing the Palestinians over in Gaza. So this is Meyer Lansky, right? Trump was in business with him. So this Whitney Webb, she was breaking it off. That's why you got to go over to Kim Iverson, and she's breaking it off. You'll see. So then, so it was funny because they did all of this, and then when Meyer Lansky eventually he got kicked out of America, right? So he was gonna get prosecuted. So he left America because he was gonna get prosecuted in America, and he tried to go to Israel, and they didn't let his ass in Israel. They was like, nah, my nigga. Nah, my nigga, it's too hot. You too hot right now, dog. Can't have my nigga, can't do it. We trying to work out some shit with America, my nigga. We can't have your bitch ass over here. So they wouldn't let Meyer Lansky into New Khazaria when he fled America. So that was fucked up. Hold on a second. So they fucked over Meyer Lansky. And that was fucked up. He said, wait, hold on. You said the shirt. Hold on. You didn't see my shirt. So you said, Kev, that shirt you got on dedicated to my ex-wife. So this is my shirt, you guys. Put the banners down so you can see it. So alphas don't kiss ass, we kick it. You understand? Alphas don't kiss ass, we kick it. You understand? Ain't about to kiss another ass, goddammit. No diddying around this bitch. I put a boot in that motherfucker for you, though. I sure will put a Timberland in that bitch for you, though. But again, this is also on realnagas.com. Again, I told you I got a bunch of shirts. Make sure you go over there. That's the way you support. I got hundreds of designs over there, man. So make sure you go and support with the designs. Dragon Moors, Phoenix Moors, all the Moors in there. And if you don't know about the Dragon Moor and the Phoenix Moor, you're new. You should go watch the video, Face of the Dragon, the documentary that I did. But so yeah, Meyer Lansky. So then she also said that there was an organization called the Benet Brrith was involved, and they were the people who created the ADL, the Benet Brrith. So they're like the Jewish Masons. They're the Jewish Freemasons, the Benet Brrith. So these are the people that you don't know about. These are the secret underlying organization that you don't know about, the Benet Brrith. Excuse me. Again, the Jewish Masons. Now, I found out about them about 20 some odd years ago. I found out about the Benet Brrith. In 2004, I decided to take a trip. Took a trip to the East Coast. I went to every damn place. I was inspired by the movie National Treasure. Love that movie. Y'all don't know about that movie? Better watch National Treasure. That shit is breaking off some major symbolism and knowledge in that movie. I may have to do a breakdown of that movie one day because National Treasure is killing it as far as symbolism. However, but that movie came out, so I decided to take a trip to the East Coast and go to all the places that Nicolas Cage went in the movie. And it really is some national history, but Aboriginal history that you'll really find when you're looking all this stuff up. But I decided to go to New York because I found the Benet Brrith, and they're in New York. I was like, oh, the Benet Brrith, because I was looking it up, and I was like, oh shit, the Benet Brrith is in New York. Well, let me just slide on over to the Benet Brrith and see what's popping up in here. So it's called the Benet Brrith Museum. It's in Manhattan. So if you're in New York, you can look it up. I don't know if it's still there because I might have scared the shit out of them. Because I went in there. So I was on vacation with my ex-girlfriend. She was Khazarian. She's half Khazarian. She's like Aboriginal and Khazarian and some Mexican and all kind of shit. But her mother's Khazarian, right? So when we went to the Benet Brrith Museum, she with me, right? So we come to the thing. We was like, yeah, we want to see the museum. Because I thought it was like this major ass museum or whatever. And they were like, really? They, like the lady at the front desk, she looked at me like, really? You want to see the museum? I was like, yeah, I want to see the. She's like, oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. This is like, she was acting weird as shit. Like she was acting really weird. And so she was like, okay, let me go. She's like, I'll be right back. So me and my ex-girl, we sitting up there at the damn front desk. We just standing there looking around. Shit was crazy. Looked like an office building. Looked like an office building. Didn't look like a museum. It's an office. It's inside of an office building. The Benet Brrith Museum is inside of one of them high-rise buildings in Manhattan. And so we just in there, just big ass office building. We like, this don't look like no goddamn museum. We like, so we was waiting for about 15, 20 minutes. So then finally, somebody came out. They were like, so we have part of the museum over here. And so I was like, wait a minute. So you don't have the whole museum? Like, no, this is not the whole museum. We have a part museum where we have old artifacts from ancient. I was like, so so it's basically a room. It was like a small ass room with old ass artifacts. So nobody was in there. I'm like, nobody visits that place. I'm trying to tell you, like, they thought probably nobody knew they existed. And then you got this nigga come up in there asking to see the museum. They was like, what the fuck? So we're looking around the museum. It was a bunch of like they had some swords in there, a bunch of jewelry, a bunch of it was like jeweled cases and shit like that. It was like a bunch of jewelry type of stuff, like old jewelry. I'm like, all right, this don't seem like this is the full museum. Now I don't think they showed me all the good stuff. I think they took me to the part of the museum where they could just show me the shit that they want, you know, that they wanted to show me that I that wasn't going to expose them. But I'm like, wait a minute, real shit. And they was like, well, this is the only thing that we're showing right now. So I went in there and spooked the shit out of the Benet Brrith, because you got to give your name and everything. You got to give all your information and shit when you go in there. It's crazy. So I'm like, why you getting? I'm like, I'm just trying to see some artifacts. I got to give up my information and all that. So it was real funny. But the Benet Brrith was also behind what was going on with Meyer Lansky and all them back in the day. So also Trump was involved with the Benet Brrith. So, and then while all this is going on, the Republicans, they took a trip, the Republican Congress people, they took a trip to New Khazaria this week. Did y'all see that? All the Republicans, or most of the Congress people, Republicans, took a trip to New Khazaria to gargle the wailing balls. They took a trip to the wailing balls to get the good gargle. Hey, we got to get the good gargle. I got to get right up under the... All made a video about how Israel is needed and degraded, blah, 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 this and that. And we need Israel, and this is the motherland. This is the land where all religions were built, and blah, 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 and this and all. I mean, they were gargling. Call them Listerine. That wall should be called Listerine. That should be called the Wailing Listerine Wall, because them motherfuckers was gargling. The Wailing Wall, they was up there touching that shit, just rubbing on the ball. Just so smooth on this side, so coarse on this side. Smooth, coarse, smooth, coarse. I mean, man, how do you keep this one so coarse and this one so smooth? Like, so ancient Israeli secrets. Very ancient Israeli secret. But they was called wall gargling. And now the funny thing is, they're Christians. Wall gargling Jews, which they say, if you're a real Christian, you're supposed to be converting the Jews like Jesus did, right? Or was trying to do. Wasn't Jesus trying to convert the Jews? He wasn't kissing their ass. He wasn't ball gargling them. He was trying to convert them. And then they said, fuck you, bitch ass nigga. We over here with the Jehovah, my nigga. We over here with, we got the Jehovah. We over here, my nigga. And so they strung that nigga Jesus up like, fuck this bitch ass nigga. Who's this fake ass nigga talking about He God's son, nigga. You done lost your damn mind. This nigga, what's he been smoking? And so, if you a Christian, you ain't supposed to be fucking with the Jews like that. Definitely ain't supposed to be gargling their balls when we know this came from Transcendental. Thank you, brother, for the cash app. Appreciate you. Everybody hit that cash app. That's if you have it. That is, I appreciate you. If you don't, I appreciate you showing up. So the ball gargle, excuse me, the Congress ball gargle, the Jewish where they gargle the Jewish ball. Again, they're supposed to be converting the Jews, and this came about something called the Scoffield Bible. So this is how the Christians became Jew ball garglers, Khazarian ball garglers. The Scoffield Bible was commissioned by the Rothschilds. See, going back to the Rothschilds again. And in there, that's where you get Judeo-Christian. That's where that term Judeo-Christian shit came up. And in there, it talks about, it has some type of excerpt that those who bless the chosen people will be blessed, and those who don't bless them are committing a sin. And so this is where the Christians get we need to aid the chosen people of that Scoffield Bible. But the Scoffield Bible is some bullshit. It was created by a nigga who was commissioned by the Rothschilds to put that shit in there, a Zionist. So it's all bullshit. Wait, what'd you say? You said they moved the museum. Kev, you spooked them. They don't have it no more. It's not there no more. Oh shit! It's not in New York. Please, somebody look it up. I walked right up on them bitches. I was like, "What's popping, bitch?" And they were like, "Oh, what? Oh, hey, Mashugana, Gila, Hashla Gila." They started doing the Habla Gila when I rolled up in there. They started doing the Habla Gila moonwalk. Hey, like, nigga, we out of here. Like, where you going, my nigga? Where you going? Like, nigga, you ain't supposed to be in here. How you get in here? That's what they gave me, really. How you get in here? Like, nigga, you're listed on the internet. Just saw it on the internet. So, damn it, they done took it down, man. That sucks. That sucks, man. Hey, they moved it somewhere. It's somewhere. It's probably still in New York somewhere, though. You just gotta find it. So then, right after Congress went to Israel, Ghislaine Maxwell was moved to a minimum security prison. Uh-oh. And then Trump came out and said the Epstein files are a hoax perpetrated by the Democrats. So, excuse me. I hope you can see what's going on here. He moves Ghislaine to minimum security prison. They're setting her up for not a pardon. It's going to be a commute. They're going to commute her sentence. So they setting it up. So move her to the minimum security. She gonna be in there for about a good 6 months to a year till this shit die down. Now she can either throw Trump under the bus or free his ass, right? So everybody know that this nigga it came out that he's in the files. But if Ghislaine Maxwell comes out and said no, he ain't have nothing to do with it. Trump's not in there. He wasn't a customer. Blah blah blah. So she got this deal going with Trump. Like, hey, my nigga, I can save your ass, dog. I can save you, dog. If you let me up out of here. She looked around the cell like, my conditions could be greatly upgraded, if they could be greatly upgraded, might look favorable for you, dog. So Trump was like, get her out of there. Get her out of there. She is chilling. She got yoga at the prison and shit. The prison she at right now, she got yoga. she got spa. That's not even a joke. She got spa at the prison she at right now. Fucking yoga. She chilling. Wait a minute. What'd you say? So it says, it appears there is no longer a Benet Brrith. Oh, no. Benet Brrith Museum. Excuse me. So no longer a Benet Brrith Museum in New York. While Benet Brrith was founded in New York in 1843, the Benet Brrith Klutznik National Jewish. Oh, I guess you couldn't get all of the thing in there. Hold on. Museum, National Jewish Museum, and its archives are now housed at the American Jewish Archive in Cincinnati, Ohio. Some of its collection highlights are also installed at the Skirball Museum, also in Cincinnati. So we got to go to fucking Cincinnati, bitch ass LeBron land, bitch Bron land. I may not ever see that shit again. Well, I saw it in New York, so if you guys want to go see it, you can go to Ohio. I saw that shit. They moved it immediately. Holy shit. After I went in there, they moved that shit immediately. They like, fuck this shit, nigga. We ain't about to have a bunch of niggas coming up in here. Hey, man. Well, as Deion Cole said, well. So I saw it. They done moved it. Goddamn. Hey, thanks for that. Last name first. Appreciate it. Thanks for looking that up. Last name first. It says people have and are losing their lives over lies, myths, allegories, and fairy tales. Yep. So Benet Brrith, they some bitches. They started the ADL. They behind all of this stuff. They're the Jewish Masons, Freemasons that are behind everything. Just so y'all know. So then the last thing I got with the Trump ball gargling was not really Trump ball gargling. This is crazy. Did you guys see or hear about the hidden Simpsons episode? Did you hear about the hidden Simpson episode? So they tried to hide it. They said it wasn't real, but apparently it is real, and they tried to hide it. Israel, huh? But apparently it's real, and they tried to hide it. It's an episode of Trump. Now again, it could be fake, but I did a little bit of deep diving into it, and it looked like it might be real. They just tried to hide it. Now, could be fake though. But there's an episode of The Simpsons that supposedly shows Trump kicking the bucket on August the 12th. 2025. I think that's in about 3 days. According to my calendar. Oh. I think it's about 3 days. Because this is what? This is August the 9th. So what do we know? So August the 12th, 2025. You said you saw that on TikTok or IG? Okay. Wayne Williams, he said he synced it. He says they moved it like they moved the bonds. They moved the Benet Brrith Museum like they moved the bonds. Yep. They play 3-card money with those bonds. That's exactly what they did with the Benet Brrith Museum. But so we got 3 days, y'all, to see. Now we know the Simpsons, that shit be coming true like a bug. Now, if this shit come true, the Simpsons need to be investigated. Seriously. If this shit come true, the Simpsons need to be shut down and investigated. Because ain't no way in hell. If you get this shit right, You ain't dealing with some goddamn mystical, spiritual time machine, some shit. They need to be dissected and taken apart because this be crazy. So I'm just saying, Trumpity Trump, 3 days, my nigga. Not saying it's gonna happen. I got my eyes wide open, though, Trump. I'm just peeping, big dog. Just waiting to see if The Simpsons is real. Since you so ball gargly of Israel, we're gonna see if The Simpsons is real. So moving along, the UK, the UK's new internet law makes people give up their age and ID in order to access the internet. UK, y'all just fucking up, man. I got some people in the UK that be watching me over there, man. Shout out to my people in the UK. Shout out to my British people. British people, y'all some funny people. I love British comedy. Y'all funny as shit. But man, what are y'all doing over there? Y'all got to take control of your goddamn country. So this law is supposed to protect children by having to verify people's age in order to access volatile or influential content. And the law affects Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. So now, why is this important? Because this is going to be the new form of social credit score that they use. This is a way for them to get your biometric information, all your information, and have it all in one, stored in one spot. This is that Palantir bullshit. Get all your information. I have to verify my age for everything. YouTube, Facebook, Spotify. And then that's in the UK. YouTube is using the same goddamn software. They're going to be using the same shit to verify you on YouTube. This is another reason why I had to migrate over to Rumble. Shout out to Rumble. Shout out to people watching me on Rumble. I'm going to kill this damn YouTube feed in a little bit. Go ham when I start to get into the Skittle news. So you better, if you're not watching me on Rumble, you better get over there on Rumble, because when I get to Skittle news, y'all gonna want to be watching Rumble, because I'm probably got to cut off the feed and BitchTube. But so again, if you haven't found it, go to Rumble. Make sure you see the Real Nagas channel on Rumble and subscribe, because in a little bit, when I get to Skittle news, I'm going to be cutting off the YouTube feed. But so they're bringing this to YouTube, to where you're going to have to be age verified to watch certain videos. Yes, this came out. YouTube is going to bring this technology to YouTube, and you're going to have to get verified in order to watch certain videos on YouTube, if YouTube doesn't think you're of age. So you have to go through this whole age verification process. And then if YouTube still doesn't think you 67 years old, and YouTube still doesn't believe that you're 18, the AI, you can't prove to the AI that you are of age, they will cut you out. They'll lock you out of YouTube. This is what's going to go down. So then you got to go through some whole crazy shit through YouTube just to get put back in. So again, this is the dystopian world that's coming. The police state, the lockdown shit that's coming. And Trump is engineering it all. And we thought this nigga was about to be for free speech and all that. Well, not we, but most of the MAGA people did. The FAGA. MAGA people and the FAGA. Now the FAGA is starting to see, God damn, nigga, why are you like a koala bear on Netanyahu's balls? Like, goddamn, nigga, you got a koala bear grip on Netanyahu bitch's balls. What is going on with that, man? Nigga, you just this nigga snuggling his cheek next to the ball. Like, wait a minute, nigga. Is that the smooth ball or the coarse ball? What do you like the coarse ball on your cheek? What you got? You be itching on your face and you scratch your face with the coarse ball. Is that what it is? Is that what you're doing? Trump, nigga, you are a koala bear on the ball of Netanyahu. And like, what'd you say? They're gonna want your they're gonna want your burst. Yeah, they're gonna want everything. Yep, they sure are. He said, I'm late, but we in here. And shout out to all the beautiful Africana. There you go. What up, Jan Wynn? Shout out to you, all the melanateds. So now, is this good for kids though? Because again, this is censorship for kids. All the videos that are online that kids can watch, all the stuff that they can watch nowadays. Like even my stuff should be probably censored from some kids because I talk crazy. And so honestly, you know what I'm saying? I talk a little nuts. So should the kids have some type of censorship? Should this be allowed to happen, or should some form of this be allowed on the platform? Because children do get because right now you have to say whether it's age restricted, and then you'll say, well, is it child content or this and that when you upload your content and stuff like that. But right now, or in the future, they're gonna have that AI do it. So is it good? Is this good? Wait, what'd you say? He says, remember, they have YouTube for kids. True, they do. That's right. They do. But YouTube kids can still watch grown tube. And so even if they're watching the grown tube and stuff like me, I may get a little nuts, especially when I go to Skittle News. You may want to parent may want to censor their kid from that every now and then. So is it good? You have to be you have to decide for yourself. Says Trump wants your attention on South Park and away from the Simpsons episode. Fish orange. Yeah, that South Park. First of all, South Park ain't even funny that much, but I mean, they could have did whatever they did with Trump. They could have did it funnier to me. But the ICE episode was a little funnier. The one where they had ICE and Christy Nome and her face kept melting off and shit, and then the shit had a life of its own and shit started. Her face melted off and started moving it, and it jumped on somebody. That shit jumped on somebody's face. That was funny. But I don't know, the other one wasn't funny. I don't need to see niggas' penises and shit. I don't need to see that shit. Don't be showing that shit. But we'll see on October 12th. And you should be watching your kids. YouTube shouldn't have to watch your children for you. You should be doing this. So the fact that YouTube got to institute AI to watch your children for you is pretty fucked up. Shows the state of where the world is today, that parents just don't give a shit about where their kids are, and parents' attention level has come down to where children's attention span. They just parents got ADD just like the kids today. So let the computer watch your children. We'll see how this works, but this is going to be used as a social credit score for everyone else, though. So we have to push back on this and not be like, yo, it's for the kid. Fuck that. It's going to be way worse when they try to implement it for adults. So again, this is the implementation, or the soft implementation, of a social credit score, being able to shut your ass down, shut you off, cut you off from anything digital at a moment's notice. Boom. So this will be like a digital passport or fingerprint that you'll be noticed by, that you'll be recognized by. So hell no, we not for none of that bullshit. He said Alex Jones says Trump won't live out his term. Please, Alex Jones, let me listen to Alex Jones. This is just an excuse to use AI. Yep. They trying to get it in there. So moving along, Trump urges the federal takeover of DC. Told you it's coming. The police state is coming, y'all. I tried to tell you. Police state is on its way. After the Doge dude was you remember Doge? So Elon Musk had Doge. He had all these people working on Doge. Then there was a kid called Big Balls who worked on Doge. He became famous because of his handle or whatever. And he got his ass beat a few days ago. Goddamn, that motherfucker got mangled. Woo! I mean, goddamn, he looked like a old Mike Tyson opponent back when Mike was Iron Mike. I mean, he was he definitely had a concussion and some other shit. Hope he don't got brain damage. But apparently what happened was they were trying to carjack a girl. He tells the girl to get in the car. Don't worry, I'll save you. Get in the car. Captain Save it. Oh, you think you really Captain America around this bitch? You are a dumbass. Let him have the car, idiot. She can get another car. You can't get another you. So it was him against 10 brothers. 10 melanated kids. So one lone white ranger against 10 melanated. And you know this is how they making it out, right? That he's the lone ranger against the evil outlaws, the 10 evil black outlaws, right? You know this is what they're doing, right? He's so courageous. We need more heroes like this guy. This is amazing. We need to applaud this guy. We need to put up, nigga. No, you are stupid, dumbass. I teach self-defense, and do you think I would teach to fight against 10 guys, one dude to fight against 10 guys, if all they wanted was your property? They don't want to hurt you. They just want your property. That's replaceable. You should never, ever, ever fight over a material thing, meaning life or death fight. Now, if it's just some hands, somebody trying to fuck with your shit, and y'all want to throw hands, that's different. But if somebody is going to kill you for a physical thing, a piece of property that you can replace, hell no. You're not a bitch for giving that up. You smart. That's a smart decision. Like a stock market decision. Like buying stock that you know is going to go up by 100% tomorrow. That's just a good decision. And again, I teach self-defense. So when this dumbass tries to fight 10 dudes, he gets his ass beat. Trump goes crazy and says, we can't have this as lawlessness. We can't have this lawlessness. This is the capital of America. This has to be the safest place in America. We're going to take control of this shit. If you can't take control, we're going to take control of it. So, you know, it's black people in charge. Excuse me, black women people in charge of Washington, D.C. And most places where crime is soft is mostly women in charge. Sorry to say it. Women, you guys are soft. You're not a disciplinarian like the man is. That's just a fact. A lot of women, parents, yeah, you can get emotional and beat the shit out of a kid, but that's emotion. That ain't true goddamn nigga. I will mangle the shit out of you. Fear. That's the difference. Woman fear and man fear is completely different things. And so, excuse me. So when women are taking over, they just don't punish like a man does. A man will put the smash down when they're punishing. They just will. Like a child does not want to see daddy when the punishment happens. I can take a woman from my mama all day. Daddy, though? You don't never want mama to call daddy up in the room. Hey, I'm good. Y'all know that shit? Mama is preliminary whooping. Daddy is actual ass whooping. And so when you have that, being in control of a city, and you have that dynamic in control of a city, you can see that crime is not getting punished. They let a lot of these cats, they do crime and they let them out. Especially a lot of these young cats, these 14, 15, 16-year-old cats. So this is what he said. This is why they're coming out and they're going to smash. They're going to implement federal. They're going to take over federally. Now, there's going to have to be like another incident. But there was 2 incidents that happened because there was another Caucasian dude who was beat. His woman was knocked out. And there was a bunch of brothers who did that. Now, again, they're trying to create this narrative that black people are crazy and go off the chain and just be beaten and lose control and lose their mind. Now, are they wrong? Not necessarily, because when one dude is fighting another dude, you don't have to pile up and jump in and all of y'all gang up and beat. That's ridiculous. If 2 dudes are fighting, let them fight. You don't have to mob a dude and mangle him. That's attempted murder. Why y'all doing that? Let the 2 dudes fight. If they're gonna fight, if one dude had a problem with another dude, let them fight. But see, then when you create this mob gang mentality, then boom, you give him a reason to come in and implement military law rule. You giving him the very reason to do that, the exact excuse to do it. So I heard the white dude got into it with the brother, called him some words, and then kicked his car. So when you do that, you're supposed to get your ass beat. Now, not for calling them words, but if you kick somebody's car, you probably gonna get your ass beat. Right? But now the other people didn't have to jump in. Then the people who tried to jump in and save them, they got their ass beat. And those were even some more brothers. It was some brothers who tried to jump in to help the Caucasian people, and the brothers got their ass beat by the other brothers who was trying to see, this is just dumb shit. And so when you act out of control like this, you are giving these niggas the very excuse to do this shit. And then say all types of buzzwords like black fatigue and all the rest of that shit. Yo, Leah, appreciate you. Thank you for the cash app. Thank y'all, everybody hitting the cash app. Appreciate y'all. So you give them the excuse to do this and create those buzzwords, black fatigue and all the rest of that type of stuff. And then say that America's only 13%, or black people are only 13% of America, but commit 60 to 65% of all the crimes. That's the statistic right now. Melanated people are 13% of the population, but commit 60 to 65% of the crime. That's crazy. And I blame that on the new generation of no consequence little niggas. These new TikTok no consequence motherfuckers who can create flash mobs and go rob people. And then nothing happens because it's like 50 of y'all who go and mob on a business or some shit. That's crazy right now. And then nothing happens to y'all? No, y'all thought that was just going to keep going? Y'all were going to keep being able to do that type of shit? Hell no. These white crazy motherfuckers will roll tanks down the street and smash you, which is what Trump is about to do. You will not have lawlessness in a lawful society. They will not have you. It will destroy this society. It'll destroy the country. So eventually, they're not going to have you fucking up rich people shit. That's really what I mean. They're not going to have you bum ass niggas fucking up rich people shit. Rich white people shit. So Trump is about to mash on DC and try to take over the shit. Says President Donald Trump expanded on his proposal for a federal takeover of Washington, D.C., saying he will stop violent crime in the city by young thugs. But the people that live around y'all. The president said that a young man who was working for Doge was very badly hurt and beat up by a bunch of thugs in D.C. The identity of the 19-year-old young man involved in the reported incident is Edward Korestein, famously nicknamed Big Balls by his peers. My friend Big Balls is a hero, wrote Korenstein's friend Marco Elez on X, who said he took this photo after Edward protected a young woman from an attempted carjacking by 8 thugs near DuPont Circle. 8, not 10. Sorry, 8. Violence like this in the heart of DC is completely unacceptable, Alez concluded. Big Balls was part of the group of brilliant youngsters working into the night, sleeping in the office couches or on the office couches and surviving on pizza and Red Bull as part of Musk's original Doge crew. Trump appeared furious by the news because it was a super white dude getting beat down. Can't see white people getting beat down by black people. Can't do that shit now. You shouldn't be beating on people. Let me say that too. You shouldn't be beating the shit out of people who don't deserve it. Now, again, he didn't deserve to get his ass whooped. He did not deserve to get his ass whooped by trying to help a lady from getting carjacked. However, the decision for you to try to help that lady instead of just giving up the car was dumb. That needs to be said. That was stupid. It says, either they are going to strengthen, this is a quote, it says, either they are going to straighten their act out in terms of government and in terms of protection, or we're going to have to federalize and run it the way it's supposed to be run, he said. Early Tuesday, the president posted his thoughts on the matter on social media, describing crime in Washington, D.C. as totally out of control, especially among the youths. 14, 15, and 16. They about to stop soft crime for them. First offenses, you going to jail. 14, 15, 16. See, they're doing crimes because they can rob, and they know these little young niggas today, they know there's no repercussion because they're young, they're minors. So they either get let go immediately or, basically within an hour, or they don't get arrested at all. Nothing happens. So then you have older people using the young people to go do crime. This shit is organized now. So they're like, fuck this shit. In the days of social media, people have become much smarter in crime. And that means you can become smarter younger. Even the young people can become smarter. So right now, they're about to smash on these little young cats. And if you want to save them, you got to start teaching them. You got to start disciplining them. That's really what. Now, I'm not necessarily a big proponent of whooping ass. However, whooping ass does some shit. You got if you're not going to whoop ass, you got to get into the mind of a child and be able to control the mind of the child. If you're not going to whoop their ass. Excuse me. That's just the quicker route to controlling the child's mind is through their ass. When they say, what's the way to a man's heart is through his stomach? The way through a kid's mind is through his ass. Straight up. The quickest way through a kid's mind is through his ass, right? But if you're not going to whoop his ass, then you got to get into his mind some other way. But that needs to start coming back. Because when they started finding out they can call child protective services on kids, on parents and shit, that's when it started getting fucked up. That's when it started getting fucked up. And the parents shouldn't have been scared. I'd have been like, if I had a kid and they threatened to call CPS on me, go ahead, little bitch. You go ahead, little motherfucker. They're going to take you away. You are the one that's going to be living in a harsh ass motherfucking environment with people you don't want to live with, in place you don't want to live, going to a school you don't want to go to. Believe that shit. They ain't gonna hurt me. They gonna take you away from me. I'm gonna get free time. You ever see that episode of Atlanta when that shit happened? It was like one of the side episodes of Atlanta a couple years ago. When that shit happened, they did an exactly episode of that where the kid got taken by CPS and the mom was chill, and that kid got wherever that kid went, it was so bad that he ran back to his mom and like, please, can I come back? That's what needs to start popping off. So that episode was help. That episode was funny. What you say? Oh, look, see how y'all think? Ain't nobody thinking about that. Do I say pause when I'm talking about a kid? I don't even think like that. If you think like that, then man, y'all need to get y'all head somewhere. Who think like that when they talking about a kid? I'm talking whooping his ass. Y'all, man, get y'all heads out of that bullshit. You ain't got to say pause for everything. Goddamn. If your mind ain't there, that's where your mind is. That ain't what my mind is. Talking about beating the shit out of them. No, not allegedly. Beating the shit out of them. Don't beat on your kids. Just saying, don't beat on your kids. But tell you right now though, sometimes that shit work. I got my ass whooped. Not a lot, because I wasn't necessarily a bad kid, or she didn't really know the bad shit I did. So I didn't get whooped a lot. But when I did, a shoe came flying in the middle of the night when I was in the bed. Pow! A broom. If it was the closest thing, if I said some crazy shit, broom, pow! See? You gotta start getting back to your roots. Hold on a second. So let me see if I finish the story. Oh, it says he said that young people were randomly attacking, mugging, maiming, and shooting innocent citizens because they knew they could get released as minors. See, Trump knows. He's saying this shit. They're not afraid of law enforcement because they know nothing ever happens to them, but it's going to happen now. Hey, if y'all out there wilding out like that, hey, this is what you brought upon yourselves. The youth is crazy as shit right now, and they know, and it's because they know that there's no repercussions to it. If you guys were living in the time that we were living in, where you had crash units and all that type of stuff, where there was no video to where the crash units didn't have to be scared of you getting them on video. Telling you right now, anybody know about crash unit? Who know about crash unit right now? Y'all don't know about crash unit? Tell you right now, if you live in the hood, you know about crash unit. They made a goddamn movie about it. They made a movie about it. Those are the worst of the worst police officers. The bitch assest of the bitch assest police officers that they put in the hood to go seek your ass, and they will mess you up. They steal your weed, they beat your ass, they have sex with hood girls and shit. It's training day. Those are training day cops. Crash unit is training day cops. And y'all don't have that today. And that's why y'all ass is out of control. But if you had training day cops back with like we had, your ass would be beat. Tell you that right now. So people, if you haven't subscribed to the Rumble, so sad, because we're getting ready to go off and go to Rumble right now, everybody, because I'm about to go into Skittle news. So again, I'm about to see what it's like. I haven't had the leash off of me since 2020 on YouTube. This is when they started implementing all the bullshit on YouTube. So I'm about to get over there and go on Rumble and just say, fuck you. But no. But if you want to continue the live stream, go to rumble.com. And if anybody, can you put the if you see the link, can you guys put a link, moderators, in the chat right here, please, for people who want to be able to click over and just go right over. But I am about to end the YouTube live stream. Oops. About to end the YouTube live. If I can, hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me see. Bam. Uh-oh. Can I remove it? Uh-oh. Hold on. Can I stop the live stream? Don't tell me I can't stop the live stream. Hold up. Boom, boom. Because if I end the live, right now it's saying if I end the live stream, I'm going to end it for both of them. So I don't want to end it for both. So hold on. Got to see how I can end this for just YouTube, bitch tube. Hold on. What? I can't end the live stream? God dang it. Y'all might on YouTube, you might get to see me a little bit longer because damn it, I can't end the live stream on YouTube. So hold on, let me see if I can. Nope. Hold on, let me see if I can. Hold on, you guys. Oh, there it is. So, all right, you guys. I'm about to. This is it. I'm about to remove YouTube from the live stream. I found it. So, again, people, if you want to continue the live stream, come over to rumble.com. Go to Real Nagas channel on Rumble, and you can watch it there. Peace out, everybody. Thank y'all for showing up today on YouTube. Appreciate y'all. But we about to see how this goes because YouTube pissed me off last week, and I'm about to get over to Rumble. So appreciate y'all for showing up. Rumble people, let's get it cracking, baby. Oh, real quick, thank you, Brandon Terry, for the Cash App. Appreciate you, brother, and everybody else who want to hit the Cash App. Appreciate you guys. Real Nagas the number 9, but I am out of here. YouTube or bitch tube. Peace. Oops. Uh-oh. Damn it. Now, hold up, guys. Damn it. I ain't able to do it because if I do this, I'm going to remove the whole live stream from YouTube. It just told me. So if I cut you guys off, is no more live stream. So I don't want to remove the live stream from YouTube because I want people to be able to come and watch it later. But next week, I'm going to figure out how to cut YouTube off of this damn stream. Dang it. And because it says remove YouTube from live stream. But if I remove YouTube from the live stream, it will delete the whole thing. So I don't want to delete it from YouTube. So we'll stay on YouTube for this week. And next week, I'll go ham on Rumble. So getting into Skittle news. God damn it. I wanted to go ham. I ain't going to be able to go ham. I'm going to be able to go 50% in Skittle news. God damn it, bitch, too. But I'll figure it out. And we will have an exclusive little club room on Rumble. Hopefully all of you guys come over there and you all subscribed over to Rumble. Again, Real Nagas YouTube channel on Rumble. But moving along, let's get into some Skittle news. A transgender bus driver. This is crazy. A transformer bus driver threw herself in front of a train after being called sir by passengers. What the fuck? What the fuck? What in the entire fuck? Wait a minute. You threw yourself in front of a train because passengers called you sir. Let's yeah. Yeah, no, let's yeah, my thoughts exactly. No, my thoughts exactly. So let's hear the story. A transformer bus driver took her own life by jumping in front of a train after colleagues kept referring to her as a male. You weak-minded ass. See, the fact that you think that you're a woman shows that your mind is off. See, this is what we're talking about. This is a mental illness. People shouldn't be treating you like you just regular and okay when you think you're in a different body. That's not regular. That's not normal for shit for you to be thinking. That's not helpful. That's not going to help you live a productive life unless you get into all of the things that you have to do to maintain that bullshit. And that's a job. According to most of them who do that shit, that's a job. You got to do that hormones all the time. Make sure that your all of the parts are working. Who wants to be doing that shit? So again, it's a mental illness. And the fact that this person was so weak in the mind that they got just being called male because you thought you was female, somebody else didn't. They don't connect with that. They're not in your. They not you. Because they called you male or a passenger called you male. Boom, this person threw themselves in front of a train. Ava Michael Hudson, 27, died on August 7th last year on her way to at Chicago Transit Authority. So they just reported this year. This I don't know why this happened last year, but they just reported on it this year. I don't know why. So last year on her way to work at a Chicago Transit Authority while in her uniform. She didn't leave a note and gave no indication she was suicidal before suddenly leaping to his death just 4 days after attending his brother's wedding. God damn it. I can't keep saying he and she. I can't keep doing it. Sadly, this is a quote. Sadly, we'll never fully know the reason for his death. But the pain left behind after his sudden departure has been acute, his family wrote in his obituary. So somebody just picked the story up. This happened a while back, and then somebody just picked the story up. Or Daily Mail just picked the story up and found this out. Yeah. This is, what is it? It's in the DM. What is it? The gender euphoria is listed as a mental disorder. It's listed as a mental disorder. This shows you that it is a mental disorder because somebody called you a man. You were so weak in your constitution. If you know you're a woman, then what the hell does it matter if somebody else calls you a man? See, people who are secure in who they are, they don't give a flying fuck what nobody else say. Straight up. I'm gonna tell you that right now. A person who is secure in who they are, they don't give a flying fuck what you say. You can call me I don't give a goddamn. You know why? Because I'm better than you. No, I'm scared. But you got to think like that. The greatest players in the world are people who think, nigga, I'm better than you. I'm better than you, your mama, your whole family, your ancients, your ancestors. I'm better than you anybody that came in your whole lineage. I'm better than you, nigga. And you gotta have that mind state if you're gonna be great. Now, does it mean that you shit on everybody else? That you marginalize? No, it just means like, look, nigga, you might be good, but I'm better. You just had that mind state. And so whenever somebody else says, if you believe, hey, look, yeah, you can say that, but I'm still better than you. If you believe that with your soul, it does not matter what somebody say about you. Now, you don't have to believe that in a superficial way. You can just know that you're God and be secure in that, in the understanding that you are God and connected to all things in the universe. And no matter what anybody says about you, that doesn't encompass the entirety of who you are. And that person is a peon in the way they think, in their mental capacity. So if you come and you call me this, and I know who I actually am in the universe, I'm better than you. So, with no matter what anyone says, if you are secure and you know that you was a woman, you should not be throwing yourself in front of a train because a couple of motherfuckers called you a dude. Those two things don't go together. You knowing who you are, but then breaking down when somebody calls you out of what you think you are. So Yeah. That make no goddamn sense. He says, yeah, homosexuality was treated with shock therapy and other mental treatments back in the day. Now, I didn't say homosexuality. I said gender dysphoria, because a lot of people who are gender dysphoric still, like, if a dude would think he a woman, he'll still like girls, which is crazy. Nigga just think he'll just think he a girl, but he still like girls. So that's a lot of what happens with the Transformers. So, but thinking you are one being species in another, in another body, that's mental disorder. So again, be secure in who you are, and nothing anyone says to you can ever shake you. Know who you are. I mean, you got to know it though. And how do you know who you are? By what you do. By what you do. What do you do? By the things that show and express who you are. Again, what is the saying? You are what you repeatedly do. You are what you repeatedly do. So you can say a whole lot of shit, but if you don't do the shit you say, you ain't that. You ain't about that life. I'm fine, nigga. And then on the flip side, you can not say a damn thing, but do a whole lot of shit. And I'd be like, that nigga is about that life. See, you are what you repeatedly do. If I can see what you doing, I can see you about that. That's who you are. Do you know what? That's what respect means. That's the definition of respect. It means to acknowledge. It means to look. When you look at the etymology, it says to look back. So when you look back at something, you're acknowledging that thing. So respect only means to acknowledge what is there. Like, oh shit, I didn't know you was like that. That's what you do when you respect somebody. Like, oh, I'm recognizing, acknowledging what is there. Now, does that mean that you can respect people for who they are on many levels? A person can be a bitch ass nigga and you respect them for that. I acknowledge you as a bitch ass nigga. You are a band until you show me otherwise. But I'm going to respect you as a band until you make me respect you as something different. So again, you got to be strong in the mind. That's the only way to go. So moving along, a U.S. judge blocks the Trump administration limits on domestic violence grants. Now, why would that be in the Skittle news? Well, it says a federal judge on Friday temporarily blocked at the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump from refusing to fund domestic violence programs that promote diversity, equity, and inclusion, or, this is why it's in here, transformer rights. So he was refusing funding for domestic violence programs that promoted transformer rights. And so then the judge said, nah, you can't do that, right? So it says U.S. District Judge William Smith in Providence, Rhode Island, agreed with a coalition of 17 groups that the conditions set by the U.S. Department of Justice in May, which reflect the administration's broader agenda, were likely arbitrary and violated federal law. If the court does not grant preliminary relief, this could result in the disruption of important and, in some cases, life-saving life-saving services to victims of SA, sexual assault, and domestic violence, wrote Smith, an appointee of George Bush. Smith blocked the justice. So she's a Republican. They're saying that to show you that she's not, this is not supposed to be political. She's a Republican judge or appointed by a Republican. Smith blocked the Justice Department's Office on Violence Against Women from imposing the conditions pending the outcome of the lawsuit, which could take months or longer to resolve. So they trying to sneak in transformer rights benefits in the domestic disputes. Transformer domestic disputes, which the statistic on that is that they get in more domestic disputes than anybody. Transformers and gay couples. They get in more domestic disputes than anybody. Why? Because you the same. Likes repel. Eventually, you with you or your like energy is going to repel. It's simple goddamn science. Look at a magnet. Likes repel, opposites attract. Very fucking simple. So ultimately, eventually, two dudes, they gonna butt heads for real. Hey, fuck you, bitch ass. They will fuck you too, nigga. Fuck you. Some of that testosterone gonna come out somewhere. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. No, fuck you. They gonna get gangster in a minute. So I guess they need some transformer domestic whatever. And they need some assistance. I guess niggas be getting swelled up. The one transformer be swelling up the other motherfucker. Like nigga eye be falling out in his head. Like, I need some assistance. Trump said, hell no, you ain't getting none of that shit. But apparently he was blocked. So again, they keep trying to sneak in. They keep trying to squeeze in this rainbow agenda. But luckily, this is one of the good things of Trump getting elected is that they squeezing out that rainbow agenda shit. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So moving along. Last thing in Transformer news. A Transformer woman who dumped soiled nappies outside of nursery. Soiled nappies, I guess, are baby wipes or something like that, outside of nurseries is spared jail after a difficult time. So basically, well, I'll read it and then we'll break down the story. So a Transformer offender who dumped soiled adult nappies, wipes. This nigga basically wiped itself and then threw it outside of a nursery, a baby nursery. Outside of nurseries, excuse me, plural. Multiple nurseries, as well as smearing excrement on milk bottles. You bitch. Has avoided a jail sentence. A judge heard how Abby Taylor, this is the dude, because it's a dude. When you look at it, it's a fucking dude. He looked like a dude. Like a straight, just a regular dude with purple hair. That's it. Nothing, no woman, nothing about it. Just nigga got his hair in fucking and bow ties. That make him a girl. Motherfucker look like a goddamn mechanic with with purple hair. And this motherfucker, we supposed to, okay. A judge heard how Abby Taylor from South Shields in Tyne, and Ware, I don't know where the hell that is. That's someplace in Britain, I guess. And who also appeared on a court list, as Martin Tarling, had apparently suffered a difficult time, previously in a men's prison on remand. Nottinghamshire, damn, these names in Britain. Nottinghamshire. What the hell is that name? Nottinghamshire, wait a minute. Nottinghamshire magistrates, this is crazy. Magistrates court was told that the 46-year-old identifies as a woman, but is being held as a man in the men's jail and was referred to with both male and female pronouns during a hearing. Taylor has now been sentenced to 2 years in prison, though his sentence was suspended for 2 years. The defendant pleaded guilty to three counts of dumping bags of toxic material nappies containing human waste at nurseries in South Tyneside. Now, Taylor also admitted stealing clinical waste bags from one of the businesses and breaching a criminal behavior order previously imposed by Nottinghamshire Magistrates Court, being within 10 miles of a nursery without a reasonable excuse. So this motherfucking crazy bitch ass nigga is a pedo. But gets special treatment in jail because he calls himself a woman. This is why this shit needs to stop. You get to commit atrocities as a man, but then as soon as you start calling yourself a woman, oh, okay, sorry. This even shows to the higher mentality of the accountability of women, that the world doesn't expect women to be accountable for shit. Not like they do men. If a woman did it, oh, that's okay. She's sorry. She's sorry. No, she's sorry. It's 'cause she's not going to do it again. Look at her eyes. Look at her beautiful eyes. Look at her smile. She's not going to do it again. Look at her soft face. She's not going to do it again. She's so contrite. Look at her. Look at her beautiful eyes. Look at her eyes just blinking at me. Just look at her. Just blinking at me so softly. Look at that beautiful smile. Look at that nice beautiful smile. Yeah, she's not going to do it again. I believe her. I believe her. You're not going to do it again, right? You fine ass motherfucker. You upstanding citizen. You're not going to do it again. No. I know I'm not. Bitch, you lying ass bitch. Women be getting off like a motherfucker, and y'all know it. Get pulled over by the police. All you got to do is smile, blink your eyes at the goddamn police officer. If it's a dude, most of the time, let you off with a warning. Sound all nice and cute. Make a quick little joke. Y'all know y'all be doing that shit. Y'all know how y'all do it. Little dude ain't had no feminine energy thrown at him in probably months, maybe a year. You throw a loose, you spray a little estrogen on him and shit. I'm sorry, babe. Oh, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're okay. No. It's good. It's okay. Everybody messes up now and then. That's okay. You're good. I know you just killed 3 people, but it's okay. We all have our faults. We do. I have my faults. Sometimes I don't get up and I don't clean the house. You killed 3 people. Hey, who are we to judge? I'm just saying. Like, how is that the same? You don't clean your house. She go kill 3 people. Okay. Yeah, women, y'all be getting off like a motherfucker. Straight up, and y'all know it. That's why Miss Jeannie laughing. That's why you laughing, Miss Jeannie. Y'all be getting off like a mug, boy. The women, boy, y'all got it good. Y'all walking around with the gold, the cootie cool gold. Y'all know it too. If you know it, then you really got life conquered. If you're a woman and you know how your cootie cool is the gold, it's called the cootie cool gold. If you understand and you know that, and you know how to use your gold, y'all got life. Y'all got life fixed. Straight up. It's called the cootie cool gold. If y'all know you have it and know how to use it, trying to tell you. And how to use it is don't use it. That's really having the gold, but then acting like you're gonna use it, but never actually using it. That's the real. That's the real gold right there. That's how they do it. It never comes out the vault. It's always in Fort Knox. But you give a rain check pass. Like, I can't show you the vault today, but take a rain check. I can show you next week. Come on, it's gonna be we have it all cleaned up. Yep, it's gonna be all good. We had the gold. We got to position the gold, make sure it's all nice. And yeah, when you come next week, we're gonna have Fort Knox. Then you come back next week. Oh man. It just happened. Oh man, brother. Hey, everything, we had the electricity breakdown in the vault, so we can't open the vault again. But I'm gonna give you another vault rain check card. You can come back next week. And the brother keep collecting these goddamn cootie gold rain check cards. Try to check the vault. You never give it to him. You never let him in. But this nigga got a goddamn whole goddamn 3-leaf binder full of goddamn rain checks to just peep the cootie coo gold. He don't even get to touch it. He just get to peep it. Y'all know. It's gold in them damn drawers. Yes, Lord, it is. God damn it, I'm gonna tell you right now. It's goddamn gold. Platinum, gold, and all the precious jewels right there, baby. I'm gonna tell you right now. I ain't stopping nothing. I'll tell you right. I don't know what he said. The greatest things in the world is women and babies. Women and babies, two best things in the world. So, moving along. Got the cootie coo gold. So moving along. In the science and the weird, a mysterious interstellar object aiming at Earth, not natural, as scientists rule out the comet theory. We talked about this a while ago. Now they really scared as shit. Apparently, they're pretty scared. Like, would you say? No, my cootie coo gold is not for any and everyone. That's right. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Y'all be doing the IOUs. That's what I'm saying. A real woman who know how to use the cootie coo gold, it ain't never seen. It's just heard about. Like you heard about the Fort Knox of cootie coo gold? I heard about it. I heard that shit is off the chain. You seen it? Nah, I ain't never seen that shit. But I heard it's off the chain though. Goddamn. I heard it's off the chain. Ain't seen it though. You know anybody who seen it? Ain't that, how you know? Who told you the story? Oh man, is somebody told me somebody who I don't. It's a myth. It becomes a myth. I'll tell you, that's the real. That's your real power, ladies. But apparently, this mysterious thing moving into our solar system is tripping people out. So it says the appearance of a mysterious interstellar object has reignited debate over whether extraterrestrial technology could be hiding in our solar system. NASA detected the object dubbed 31 Atlas on July 1st, sparking a flurry of scientific analysis to determine its origin. What'd you say? No IOUs either. No cootie coo rain checks. You got the cootie gold rain checks. I just wanted to inspect the vault. I can't. No rain checks either. Okay. No cootie coo inspection rain checks. So says while more than 200 researchers have concluded it's likely a comet, a Harvard physicist, Avi Loeb, has raised doubts in a newly released printed paper, pointed to one glaring omission. 31 Atlas has no visible tail, like normal comets, apparently. Excuse me. There were claims of a tail, Loeb said, but since 31 Atlas is accelerating and its current size is not much larger than an angular resolution of Earth. An angular resolution of Earth. What does that mean? Hold on, let me go back. So it says, let me read that again. So there were claims of a tail, Loeb said, but since 31 Atlas is accelerating at its current size, is not much larger than the angular resolution of Earth-based telescopes. Oh, okay. Angular resolution of Earth-based telescopes. It's not easy to avoid fictitious elongation of the image as a result of the object's motion. So he's saying that people looking at the telescope is seeing a fake tail based off of the motion and the angle that they're looking at it through the telescope. So they're saying the angle plus the motion of the object gives the illusion of a tail. He also questioned the object's unusual lack of gas emissions and its precise retrograde trajectory, which aligns suspiciously well with the inner solar system. Loeb has developed, so it says again, its retrograde trajectory. Moving counter, saying it's a moving counter. Retrograde trajectory, which aligns suspiciously with with a well inner, which suspiciously well aligns suspiciously well, damn it, goddamn, which aligns suspiciously well with the inner solar system, goddamn. Loeb has developed what he calls the Loeb scale, a ranking system to evaluate likelihood that an object is artificial, and gave 31 Atlas a 6 out of 10. So this nigga, he basically created his own system to say that it's not a comet. Who the fuck are you? Who the hell are you to create a whole system that everybody's supposed to be going, why the hell should we be listening to you? That suggests that it is more likely than not to be engineered, though he emphasized that this score may change as more data becomes available. Among his more provocative theories, Loeb suggested 31 Atlas could be an alien mothership releasing small probes to intercept Earth. What does that mean? Why are they intercepting us? Why would the probes be intercepting Earth? We're not moving towards the object. The object is moving towards us. Speaking to CNN, Loeb revealed that the object's unusual brightness suggests it is not a common thing. The brightness of the object implies a diameter of 12 miles. God damn. Implies a diameter of 12 miles. There is not enough rocky material in the interstellar space to deliver such a giant object per decade. 12, that thing is 12 miles long. That's bigger than them those what's those ships on what's the movie? Independence Day. Remember them big ass them ships that was like over a city? Actually, that might be about the size of a city. Those ships might have been about something like that. So that's crazy. 12 miles long. Hold on. It says NASA's Hubble Space Telescope captured images of the object on July 21st, revealing a glowing area at its front, something never before observed in a comet. Usually for comets, you see this is the quote, usually for comets, you see a trail behind the object. Here here the glow is actually in front of it. We've never seen such a thing. A comet doesn't glow in the front. All right, we got the Anunnaki coming. It may come to save us or destroy us. We'd better be ready for both options and check whether all interstellar objects are rocks. What'd you say? The bullies of the Syrian /Orion wars of antiquity disguised their warships as asteroids to sneak up on targets. Oh, okay. Is the universe playing football in the galaxy? Is the universe playing football in the galaxy? That's hilarious. Epstein files a hoax. Mockingbird Project is full effect. Yep. But this time, all right, yeah. But yeah. Now, again, we don't know, but it is maneuvering like it's intelligent or engineered. So, and then it doesn't have a tail, but it's glowing from the front. Basically, it has headlights. He basically said the shit got headlights. Like, nigga, I ain't never seen a goddamn comet with headlights. So that's basically what we got. Is the Anunnaki coming? Is this the time where they said the Jesus, when it was the mother time where Jesus came down out of the sky over the Middle East? Remember, there's wars in the Middle East and Jesus is gonna come out of the sky and all the rest of that shit. Remember all that shit said that in the Bible? Is this it? Because you know when it's supposed to be here, right? The object is supposed to be here in November. Oh shit. Where you gonna be? November, goddammit, where you gonna be? Oh shit, goddammit. I might take a trip to Sedona just in case. Just in case. I might have to roll up to Sedona just in case it's the big one. It's the mothership coming back. I want to be at one of the spots, the drop-off spots and the pickup spots. You know, Sedona is one of those areas. So if you can make it to Sedona in November, I would probably say you might want to be there just in case. Just saying. Not saying it's gonna go around, but just in case. you might want to do it. Now, it could be the Anunnaki. This is the tales in the ancient Sumerian tales that they're supposed to be coming back around this time. Every 3,600 years, they come back. This is the 3,600 year period. We're in it right now. This is the 3,600 year period time. So could be the Anunnaki. And if it is, are you ready? When the Anunnaki come back, bitches? Are you ready when the Anunnaki come back? Arizona on fire? Hell yeah. California on fire? Well, it ain't 112 degrees. Goddamn, that's crazy. It's 90. But shit, 112? Shit, that's crazy. He says, I heard it was changed to September. It's gonna be coming in September. I didn't see that. I thought it said November. It better not be coming in September. If it's coming in September, goddamn. Holy shit, I'm gonna have to change my plans. I'm gonna change my plan. But we'll see. So moving along, still in the alien UFO news, science and the weird. A UFO whistleblower reveals the 4 types of aliens the US government knows about. He said they absolutely know about, they're working with 4 types of aliens specifically. And he said, and he knows about them. So it says, a recent Capitol Hill hearing. So he told this to Congress this week. This is this week in Congress. So a recent Capitol Hill hearing has reignited debate over unidentified aerial UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. And this was in May. It said in May. Hold on. So let me read the story. So in May, or in a May UAP briefing, physicist Dr. Eric Davis, known for his work on top secret Pentagon projects, stunned listeners by referencing alleged alien species, Greys, Nordics, insectoids, and reptilians. It's always going back to the reptilians and the Nordics. See, we've heard about these people like, if you've been in this stuff, I've heard about this ever since I've gotten into this stuff. This is like 30 years ago. I've been hearing about this, and it's been around way longer than that. So especially the Nordics, or what they call the tall whites, or the other term for them is Ashtar Command. I think that's a term that Malachi Z. York had for them. They call them the Ashtar Command. So it says Davis described these entities as humanoid, approximately human-sized, and possibly linked to classified reverse engineering programs. So the reptilians, the grays, the insectoids, and the Nordics are all human-sized. You got a human-sized insect. Oh shit. Anybody seen Starship Troopers? Anybody? That's my movie right there. If you a nerd, you especially a movie nerd, you seen Starship Troopers. That's my shit. The bugs on planet Clothu, and the bugs was they was shooting shit at at Earth. They were shooting comets and shit at Earth. Okay, now, goddamn, we got a big ass comet coming towards Earth, and this nigga just talking about insectoid aliens. Okay, stuff is starting to become too real around this bitch. Just way too real. He said that was your shit. What you know about Starship Troopers? You know about Starship? He says, great movie classic. You damn right. That's my movie, man. I love Starship Troopers. I can watch that anytime, anytime. I don't care. You throw Starship Troopers, I'm watching that shit. But it says, Davis described these entities as humanoid. Oh, I said that part. Excuse me. Missouri Representative Eric Burleson, a member of the House Oversight Committee and UAP caucus, prompted the discussion, revealing on the Endless Void with Kristen Fisher that he heard these same 4 classifications in private briefings. So this is real shit, you guys. There's no more speculation. When you get corroboration years and years, 40, 50 years, and it's the same thing, you get whistleblowers saying the same thing, you get released documents from the goddamn government saying that, come on, man. Aliens are fucking here. Show one. Bring Glock on TV, goddammit. Glock got something to say. Let Glock out of his goddamn cage. What has he got to tell the world? Come on, Glock, we want to hear you. I need to hear it, Glock. So it says, I've heard those 4 classifications. Oh, excuse me, I said that. But what I wasn't expecting was for him to say, excuse me. But what I wasn't expecting was for him to say, sorry. So he said he had heard those 4 classifications in other briefings before, but he didn't expect Burleson to say it. He said, I wasn't expecting Eric Davis, respected scientist, to say that. Oh, excuse me. So Burleson was saying he didn't expect Eric Davis to say that. Burleson, a self-described skeptic, admitted uncertainty about Davis's sources, noting the physicist's comments may stem from firsthand knowledge or secondhand reports. If it's true, this would be a paradigm-shifting moment, Burleson said. But if it is true, the government has no right to keep such a secret from the public it serves. So yeah, Glock is going to come out when the call for the Epstein files gets so crazy, when it gets out of control, like when Trump really, really fucks up and they call for the Epstein thing to come out, that's when you're going to see Glock. That's when you're going to see it. This is his Trump card. No pun intended. This is his Trump card. He gonna play the alien card. He gonna play that shit at the last minute. He'd rather you know about aliens than the Epstein shit, because the Epstein shit destroys the world. Really, if you really want to break down Epstein, he was doing shadow banking for the Rothschilds and Rockefeller. I mean, they can't release all of that. So shadow banking. What is shadow banking? Shadow banking is the subversive banking that they do for clandestine operations, corporate operations, drug cartels, shit like that. So that's called shadow banking. When they don't want you to see what the fuck they're really doing on the surface, they get bankers people who have been bankers to move their money on the low. And that was what Epstein was. The pedo shit was just a means, just a part of it, to get compromising information on the people who they were working with. That ain't the big story. The big story is the money laundering, shadow banking government. That's really at the root of everything. That's why they can't let you know what's in the Epstein files, because that destroys the whole shadow banking cartel. Rothschilds, Rockefellers, all that shit. So this is what we're gonna have to deal with. Yep. So you can't follow the bag. Yep. Shadow banking. So you can't follow the bag. Exactly. What'd you say? Aurora Dawn Music says just tuned in, and Gloop Glock. Soon as you tune in, you see Gloop Glock. Hey, never know when Gloop Glock gonna pop up. He says, part of the Grada Treaty? Grenada? You mean Grenada Treaty? The Greys required anonymity. What is the Grada Treaty? I don't know what that is. And what'd you say, Miss Jenny? Says because the government is working with those beings. Yep, that's right. They sure are. And that's why at the end of the day, they're going to tell you a little bit about the aliens, more so than they ain't gonna tell you shit about Epstein. They can't. I mean, the Trump's advisor standing behind him when he said the Epstein thing is a hoax. Nigga, a hoax, nigga? It's a hoax. The files that you promised to release countless times now. Now all of a sudden it's a Democratic hoax. So his advisors standing behind him when he's saying this shit were clients of Epstein, standing right there at the podium with him. These niggas, they were Epstein's neighbors, bought property from Epstein. Trump can't release this shit. And like I said, the Rothschilds are the ones who funded Trump's whole shit. Trump would have been broke. Trump would be nothing if the Rothschilds didn't come and save his ass. But when they save you, that means we own you. After that shit, yeah, we'll save you, but we own you. You know that, right? He says, what is the majority of the sexual indulgence? What if the majority of the sexual indulgence was done by aliens with You mean probing? Getting some probing done? Some P. Diddy robing done? Not probing, it's called Diddy robing. It's not called probing, it's called Diddy robing. So moving along, still in the science and the weird. Now I brought this. I put the story in here because this has something to do with as above, so below, universal law. So I want you to listen to this. Packed particles power up. So it says physicists discover particles that accelerate when crowded. What if particles don't slow down in a crowd but move faster? Physicists from Leiden, Leiden, L-E-I-D-E-N, Leiden, worked together and discovered a new state of matter where particles pass on energy through collisions and create more movement when packed closely together. You'll see why this is relevant. We all know crowds of people or cars in traffic jams. When it gets too crowded, all you can do is just stand still. Until now, scientists have mainly studied cases of large groups just like this, which slow down when they get too close to each other. But what if the opposite happens? What if particles could start moving more when packed together? Metal beads and electrodes in their experiments. It's really weird the way it's written. So metal beads and electrodes in their experiments Morin Lay, this is the scientist, and Saladi, whoever that is. So these are two scientists, Morin Lay and Saldi, that's the two scientists, worked with tiny non-moving particles, 1 millimeter metal beads placed between two glass plates. These two plates holding the beads are not just simple glass plates. They are also electrodes. Our beads can't move by themselves, but when we charge them with electricity, they start to jump up and down. They travel back and forth between the two glass plates extremely fast, around 100 times in 1 second. This way, we give energy to our system of beads, Saudi explains. The fine mechanical department of the the fine mechanical department of the faculty, the science faculty, helped them create this creative lab setup. Yo, ET6, appreciate you for the cash out, brother. Thank everybody else in that cash out. That cash out for that chicken shawarma. The chicken shawarma donation. Appreciate you. So, and also, please make sure to get out there and get the Great Book of Melanin Research. Get that hard copy, Great Book of Melanin Research. Oops, where'd it go? Bam. Bam. Get the police stop, the whole package, police stop law package for free right there. Also, that's the Know Your Rights Manual, Public Official Bonds book, the Constitutional Rights card, Qualified Immunity cards and notices right there. But you also get the free Rapstrology t-shirt right here. Either volume 1 or volume 2. You have to let me know when you make your order, which one you want. Also, again, your t-shirt size and the color. You guys are making these orders and you still don't leave your t-shirt size. So if I send you just your stuff and you don't, and your shirt ain't coming, then you know I haven't sent it because you didn't leave me your shirt size or the color that you wanted. All right. So again, either get volume 1, Rapstrology volume 1, Q-Tip, Ghostface Killer, and the rest of the guys, Biggie and Tupac, or you get volume 2 with Redman, Melly Mel, Lauryn Hill, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, RZA, Slick Rick, Method Man, Old Dirty Bastard, MC Light. Y'all don't know about MC Light. Had a damn record out, had a record deal when she was 16. That's how dope MC Light is. Had her record deal at 16 when it was nothing but dudes in the game. She had a record deal at 16. So shout out to MC Light. But again, make sure you go to realnagas.com, get the Great Book of Melanin Research. Boom. And you get the whole everything for free. All right. So let's get back to it. Oops. So it says, moving as a group with only a few beads in the experiment, the beads stay in place. Nothing surprising yet. When the researchers increased the number of beads to hundreds and thousands, something very surprising happened. The beads started moving around wildly. They formed a very dynamic and disordered system, which we call an active gas state matter. How is this possible? The researchers watched and analyzed the movement patterns and discovered that the particles bumped into each other in a very special way. Their collisions are super elastic. Instead of losing energy like a bouncing ball, eventually coming to rest, they pass energy on to the other during these bumps, which triggers more movement. So the more particles there are, the more collisions happen, and the more active the whole system becomes. Why is this important? Because as above, so below. Again, as above, so below. If you don't know your Kabbalion, these are the laws of the universe, the principles of the universe. These are laws, immutable laws. No matter what you do, you can't escape them. So that means if that law is happening on that scale, it's happening everywhere. So meaning no matter what, if I put giant groups of people together, that passes on that certain amount of energy. And I'll give you an example. Whatever the introduced energy is into that system, it will get passed around. Like if I crowd a bunch of people together and say racism, and one person in the crowd hits racist, you're racist, and then no, motherfucker, you're racist, and boom, and before you know it, the whole crowd is screaming about racism. Because now we're bumping each other, that energy is getting boom, 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 boom. It's getting passed around between each other, between energy systems. Basically, you're getting tuned to that frequency. That's what all of those particles, those things being together, it becomes tuned to one frequency. So whatever energy system or vibration or frequency is introduced to that system, it gets passed around. Now, again, extrapolating that to what we're dealing with now, transformerism, or any damn ideal that they want to take hold. This is why they have to create, this is why they market it. Because the more people I can get to or indoctrinated into this idea, the more people I get to spread it around. They get together, they talk about it. They do doctrine, they do studies on it. Then they bring more people in. And that energy system gets spread around. And then it also said, though, it's disorderly, though. It's not an orderly energy. It's very disorderly when you start to crowd that bunch of people around. Like that's also a negative trait. You know, so what I just explained, depending on your perception, is a negative trait. But also when you get crowds of people and then they just go crazy and people start stampeding and killing and shit like that. This also happens at concerts and stuff like that. So it's very important to understand the power of unity. Okay, when the power of unity. For a thing to be polarized, all of the molecules in a thing have to be vibrating in one and pointing in one direction. That's when you get polarity in a thing, either positive or negative polarity. In a magnet, all of the particles are vibrating and moving towards one direction in the positive part of that. And the negative part of the magnet, also the same thing. But when the particles are disaggregate, you lose the magnetism within those things. So this is physics. And if you had some physics class or something like that, you learned about this in physics. So this again extrapolates to humans. As above, so below. So on a greater scale, when we unify and we introduce a certain energy or vibration or frequency into that system, it gets amplified 100-fold. This is why unity is so important. This is what they understand. Why it's so important to get so many people on a certain idea. Because boom, that's when it spreads like wildfire. So it's just funny to see that science corroborates what the Kabbalion has known forever. I'll be right back. So, bam. Wait, what'd you say? I don't agree. I see many women serving much time in jail. Don't lump us in. Please stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There are, you know how many women are in jail? The percentage of women that are in jail out of all the millions of people that are in jail, look at the percentage of women in jail out of all the people in jail. There's mostly men in jail. It's like something like 10% or some shit like that. The people in jail are women. No accountability. Stop it. Stop playing. 90% of the people in jail are men. And y'all think that 90% of the crimes are committed by men? Stop it. We're not even about to deal with that. So moving along, reveal. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Hold on. So here we go. Sorry, I missed one. So think about actually tapping your girl to death. That's what happened in this next story. God damn. There's a way to go. There's a hell of a way to go. But tapping your girl to death. You died too, though. It ain't just her. You dying also. But there's a hell of a way to go for both of y'all. So God damn, I feel so bad for them. But damn, they went out. It's the best way you want to go out, though. So it says a couple enjoying a naked car date die after their car plunges 1,300 feet off a cliff, of a remote beauty spot. God damn. Man, thinking you in there, you trying to get some and you die? That ain't what you thinking. You ain't thinking I'm about to dive in here and die. So it says a couple's lustful date night ended in terrifying tragedy when their car plunged 1,300 feet off a cliff in Brazil, sending their naked bodies tumbling from the vehicle. Adriana Ribeiro, 42, she was 42, and her boyfriend, Macron Cardoso, 26. Oh, she was a little cougar. She was out there tapping a little young 26. She got her little fire engine, huh? She done went and got her little young ass fire engine. And this nigga was in there just fucking doing machine gun tapping like these little young niggas be doing. And this nigga done. So basically, I'm gonna tell you what. So it says, it basically says there. Let me read that part again. So the lustful date ended in terrifying tragedy when their car plunged 1,300 feet off the cliff, sending their naked bodies tumbling from the vehicle. So Adriana, 42, her Macron Cardoso, 26, had parked at an overlook in Venda Nova. What is it? Damn, come on, Brazil, with these names. Venda Nova do Imigrante. What the fuck is this name? Venda Nova do Imigrante. Did I get it? Oh, let me say it again. Venda Nova do Imigrante in the state of Espírito Santo on Monday after attending a party. So they went to a party, just as normal couples do. And if you see the picture of the girl, she bad too. She a bad little 42-year-old Brazilian. Y'all know the Brazilians. Y'all know how the Brazilians be looking. And so at 42, she was looking like she was about 27. She looked like she was about 26 or 27, honestly. She was straight. So after the party, you have a nice time at the party. You go drive up to the nice lookout. You having a nice night with your girl. You park on the goddamn cliff. You tapping it, but you tap so damn hard, you rock the car off the cliff. He in there tapping it so damn hard, he fucking rocked the fucking car off the cliff and killed them both. Yep, you wanted a little 26-year-old nigga, didn't you? And there it is. Doing machine gun tapping instead of actually diving into you and capturing your soul. When he in the bed, only real women who had that done to him. Y'all know what that is. That don't involve machine gun tapping. That's a whole nother type of thing. But only if you know, you know. So this nigga in there machine gun tapping. So let's see. It says the car, excuse me. The pair stopped off at the cliff edge, which is known as a popular spot for hang gliding to lock lips. Sure they did. To lock lips. Yeah. They was locking something. Something was locked. That's just there. It sure locked all right. CNN reported that the two were having sex at the time and that their movement inside the car led it to tip over the edge. Meaning he was machine gun tapping And goddamn, this nigga done tapped her to death. Seriously, bro? Seriously? Come on, bro. God damn, man. We say it looked like she gave up the cootie. she gave up the cootie gold. She gave up the cootie gold. If she was like you, Michelle, she'd still be alive. God damn. Bending over and got bent over. That's fucked up. God damn. He says there was a Brazilian adult film star who fell off a balcony to her death while filming a group sexing. God damn. What's going on in Brazil for real, man? God damn, man. But she gave up the cootie gold and god damn and died. Cause this little machine gun tapping. Y'all funny with the guns. Y'all funny as shit. So it says the car fell off. The car fell to an area about 300 feet from the top of the cliff where their naked bodies were ejected. The vehicle then plunged another 1,000 feet to the base of the mountain where police found Cardoso's body. Damn. So he kept going. He got threw out at 300 feet, but he kept on going. That means he fell 700 feet out of the car. God damn. Damn. Holy shit, man. Tiago Amorim, who works at the hang gliding site, told TV Gazeta, that he heard a loud noise around 2:20 a.m., but had trouble seeing anything because it was too dark. I saw the car's engine very far away, and the car fell almost 150 meters from the accident. He said, it was shocking. It was a shocking scene. The car was destroyed, turned into a piece of paper. Damn. He said the car was turned into a piece of paper. The height is very big. Wow. God damn, man. You tapped her to death? He said Final Destination 69. You fucked up, bro. You fucked up for that one. He said Final Destination 69. Oh, man. Not even a 69, because you ain't, in that position, you ain't aggressive. Like, you ain't aggressive to where you rocking the car off the goddamn. This nigga was either doing back shots or he was in the mission position and trying to make himself memorable by going overboard. Like, nigga, you ain't gotta do all that. Especially if you know what you you ain't gotta do all that, bro. There's time for that. You work that in, but nigga, god damn. Sad for the brother, man. I feel sad for the brother and the girl. I feel sad for both, but goddamn. Really for her, because this nigga trying to show out and perform, he done killed her. This nigga trying to show out and perform, he done killed her ass. So, goddamn. Final Destination 69. That's fucked up. So, moving along, last thing I got in the science and the weird. This is more like some fun stuff for the older crowd. The 1990s office gadgets that are now obsolete. So how many do you remember? I read this, I was like, God damn. These are all gone? I couldn't believe it. I had to throw it up. I had to throw it up here. So whether it's a treadmill desk or a laser mouse, most modern offices are filled with futuristic gadgets. But rewind the clock just 30 years and workplaces looked very different. See, I used to be an office manager for this real estate developer. I was office manager. I also sold property. I did a whole bunch of shit. I was the only nigga in the office. So I did all the shit there for a Khazarian real estate developer. No doubt. But this was back in the day, one of my first jobs. So it says from fax machines to floppy disk, many once vital technologies have been consigned to the annals of work-life history, according to a survey by Samsung. The tech giant surveyed 2,000 Britons about their most used office gadgets and those that are now outdated. The results revealed that the floppy disk, and not the super floppy, that's the 80s. They mean the 3/4, the 3 1/4, they're hard disk, but you push into the thing real hard and it locks in. So not the really floppy. That's where the actual name came from. But they talking about the 3 1/4 that you push into the hard drive. So they said the results revealed that the floppy disk is the most obsolete staple, despite being the save icon on most computers. Now, here are the top 10 obsolete lists. Let's see if you remember any of these. The floppy disk, most people said that was that was the most. The fax machine was number 2. Now, I still got a fax machine. My damn printer, my printer copier also does fax. So, God damn it, that ain't obsolete. I don't want to hear that shit. Rolodexes. Anybody still got a Rolodex? You old as shit. I never had one of them things, but actually I did have one at work. I did. I had one at the office. And when I was office manager, I did have Rolodex. God damn. Rolodexes. Now this is what their term is called correction fluid, but we know it as whiteout. Whiteout is obsolete. God damn it. How the hell is whiteout gonna be obsolete? Take that little, you fuck up. Oh shit. He do a little nigga. Whiteout was the best. I was writing my scripts and shit. When I type up my scripts, man, or do my reports. When I do a report for school, that whiteout, I still got some whiteout. Honestly, I ain't gonna even lie. Yeah, I got some whiteout in the corner in my drawer right over there. I still got some fucking whiteout right now in the drawer. Yeah, liquid paper. That's what they call it. Yep, liquid paper. Whiteout, liquid paper, or what they in the UK they call it correction fluid. It's correction fluid. You're saying it wrong. It's not whiteout. It's correction fluid. Yes. You wankers. I don't understand. You wankers. It's called correction fluid. Yes. All right. Us wankers, we'll call it whiteout. Landline phones. Now, them been gone. Those been gone ever since cell phones came in on a regular in 2000, 1999, 1998, 99, 2000, when cell phones really came on the scene. Those, I forgot that. You remember that damn, what was it? Those old cell phones, those real thin ass cell phones that you could slide the thing to block the buttons, but you slide the thing down and open the button. You remember those phones? I'm not the only one who had one in 2000. That's when we got rid of the landlines. Filing cabinets. God damn it. Oh, excuse me, not filing cabinets. Sticky notes. Got some sticky notes in the cabinet right now. Sticky notes. Nobody use sticky notes no more. God damn, man. What the fuck? This is crazy. Sticky notes, filing cabinets. Like I got filing cabinet. I got every goddamn thing on this list except the floppy disk and the Rolodex. So filing cabinets is outdated. I guess day planners. Nobody carries around a day planner no more. I never did that. And then paper hole cutters. Got one in the desk right now. Got a paper hole, that hole punch. Boop. I got a hole punch in the desk right goddamn now. Man. Yep, the stickies. The sticky notes. They say sticky notes is obsolete, man. Everything from everything from Radio Shack. Exactly. That's hilarious. That list is bullshit. These ain't all these not obsolete. I guess Caucasian people don't use them no more, but I honestly have them, but I don't use them no more. If I'm being honest, if I'm being truly honest, I have these things, but they've been in the desk for years without me using them. They've been in there some years without me using it. So they could be right. Trapper Keeper. Yep. The Trapper Keeper. What you know about that? Straight up, the Trapper Keeper. So moving along. So in the nigga news, last thing I got, or last couple things, nigga news. P. Diddy, speaking of Diddy oil and the rest of it. Speaking of the Diddians, Diddy asked for a pardon. He asked Trump for a pardon. Excuse me. You think he gonna get it? So him and Ghislaine, she wants a commutation of her sentence. P. Diddy want an outright pardon. He said, I ain't do nothing. You know, pardon is for apparently when you think you didn't really do nothing, or they just wipe away what you did to say you didn't do anything. So Puffy think he didn't do shit because he got he got found not innocent on 3 of the 5 charges. So he wants a pardon for the other 2. But the other 2 is still important. The other 2 will still get your ass, 15 years? Oh, excuse me, 20 years? Is a 10-year sentence for each one of those. So it ain't like what you still got on the books is like some light shit. And you still can go to jail, nigga, forever. For 20 years at least. And for a nigga who's 57, that's forever. If you go to jail for 27 and for 20 years, nigga, that's your life. You ain't gonna get out till you 70, nigga. That nigga gonna die in jail. So wait, what'd you say? Good luck? It says good luck on that. Trump dug in the files, finding a conversation with him. CTG. Y'all think he gonna get it? I think Trump gonna give it to him. Who still plays Tecmo Bowl? What you know about Tecmo? You don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing about no Tecmo, boy. I was the god of Tecmo. Literally. I was the god of Tecmo. We had the Tecmo Bowl every damn Super Bowl Sunday when I was in college. And a bunch of cats who would get together. We'd have 4 TVs, a bracket. We'd have the brackets on the wall. We have the winner's bracket, then the loser's bracket. We go get the hot wings. And then so it was 5 TVs. So 4 TVs we playing on. The 5th TV got the Super Bowl on. And so we holding the Tecmo Bowl tournament. We called the Bud Bowl. Remember the Bud Bowl used to happen in the middle of in the halftime of the Super Bowl. Remember that, the Bud Bowls? So we called our shit the Tecmo Bowl. We called it Bud Bowl. And it cost you $50 to get in. And so we would have the first one had about 20 people. The last one we had almost had 70 something to or close to 100 people. We was playing. So you don't know shit about no Tecmo Bowl, goddammit. I was the god of Tecmo Bowl. My 2 teams was Philadelphia and the Raiders. Bo Jackson, goddammit. Bo Jackson, you couldn't touch Bo. But is P. Diddy gonna get pardoned, y'all? The P. Diddy pardon? Is he gonna get pardoned? I think Trump is gonna pardon him because he tied in with the Epstein shit. The Epstein shit and the Puffy shit is linked. Y'all know that, right? The Puffy shit and the Epstein shit are linked. They're both informants. They both do the honeypot shit. They both were hanging around super billionaires, politicians, all it, same exact thing. So Puffy got some shit on somebody. So this is why this has all been engineered to give him a pardon, to say that what he did wasn't so egregious that he should go to jail forever about it. Right? So they give him a 2-year sentence because he has to be sentenced first. So they sentence him in about another 2 or 3 months. So they sentence him in 2 or 3 months. Then when they sentence him, he's already asked Trump for the pardon. Just so we're clear, you already asked him for the pardon. But when they sentence him, then he can pardon him. So Puffy about to get out of jail with all the shit he did. What you say? You a what? You a dog walk your mama? Not me. Nigga, promise you that shit, nigga. Nigga, I was at Cal State Northridge. Niggas used to come in our dorm at 3 a.m. with controllers in their hand talking about, we heard y'all niggas was the one that played Tecmo. Straight up. Cal State Northridge. Our dorm room was known as the Tecmo Championship Room. You would get 3 o'clock in the morning, niggas showing up with Tecmo, with controllers in their hand. Talking about, we heard y'all was the Tecmo niggas. We would wake up out of our sleep and play Tecmo at 3 a.m. with whoever wanted it. Nigga, straight up. You'd have got served too, partner, at 3 a.m. Straight up. So P. Diddy's getting out. So just had to let that be known. So moving along, this is kind of sad. A 14-year-old Jacksonville, Florida kid, he shot his parents while they were asleep. And then he went to church and called the cops calmly to come get him. Now, apparently, they got into an argument. The parents got into an argument. Now, he's a melanated kid. Went and shot his parents. Now, we don't usually hear about melanated kids going and killing their parents. That's not a thing that we do. Because you know why? Melanated kids are scared of shit of their parents. We think if we kill our parents, they're going to come back as ghosts and beat our ass in the sleep. They're going to come back with a goddamn shoe as a ghost and beat the shit out of us. Motherfucker, did you just shoot me? And come back with an extension cord, a ghost extension cord, and whoop your ass. We don't be doing that shit. We don't be killing our parents. That's not some shit that melanated people do. That's shit white folks do. Serial killing, mass shootings, parent killings, and shit like that. That's usually that's reserved for the Caucasian people. Yeah, we do. They'll say, yeah, we're 13% of the population, but we 65% of the crime. Yeah, minor crime, because we broke. Yeah, we'll try to get paid. We'll get the bag. Yeah. But we ain't about the egregious, crazy, sadistic killing shit. That ain't what, unless it's you gang fighting and shit like that. And that's only gang. That's only the gang fighting stuff. But as far as just innocence and shit like that, that ain't what we do. Melanated people don't do that. So this young melanated kid went and killed his parents. Then come to find out, oh, the daddy is what's homegirl name that was on the Golden Girls? You say, well, what color was his daddy? And then picture old girl from the Golden Girls. What's her name? What's old girl's name from the Golden Girls? Say, put it in the chat, please. Say, what ethnicity was the dad? Y'all don't see it. Y'all slacking. Y'all don't know? Oh man, nobody put it in the chat. No. What's her real name? What's her real name? The one in real life. What's her name in real life? Betty White. Her name is Betty White. The old Golden Girl chick, her name was Betty White. So when you say, what color was the dad? And then you say, well, picture the Golden Girl. Oh, Betty White. Yeah. Betty White, huh? Yeah. The dad was Caucasian. The mom was a beautiful melanated sister. She was gorgeous. Goddamn, 44-year-old, beautifully melanated, looking like she was like 27, 28. Messing around with Caucasoid. And brought a lot of Caucasoid problems. See, when you delved in that world, I don't think the son was hers. I think he was her stepson. And she used to tweet about him being a badass little kid too, like crazy bad. And so with the Caucasian daddy, more likely than not, he ain't getting smacked. Now, Caucasian parents do whoop their kids sometimes, for sure. But more likely than not, they don't. Or more often than not, let me say. They probably don't. And so, and apparently his parents were like really nice, and they took care of the kids in the community. Like one of his best friend, they treated his best friend like their kid, like he was their kid, and stuff like that. So it was really sad. Like the best friend seemed like he was really a put together kid. Honestly, the best friend is probably going to go on to do some great things, but the son, he didn't fuck his whole life up. 14 years old and killed his parents. Now you can come back from that, because at 14 he may get a sentence of about 10 to 15 years. So he'll be about 35 maybe when he gets out, 30 to 35 when he gets out. Still enough time for him to have a life. But his best friend is really put together, because the way he was talking about what happened was really lucid and not really the mind state of a 14-year-old, which shows, you know, he has some good upbringing. But again, why does this happen? Because Caucasian people don't smack the shit out of their kids. These, man, Caucasian kids are not, you know, or Caucasian fathers, parents, their kids are not scared of them, because there's no you tell a kid to go to the goddamn corner, cool. Oh, you ain't gonna smack me? Oh, cool, corner, cool. Oh, nigga, I'm good. Corner? How long? Hour? I'm good. Okay. The corner? Yeah, you gonna get the corner of this goddamn shoe. That's what my mom would say. Corner? You go corner? Oh yeah. You mean the corner of this big ass shoe? Oh yeah. That's for you. That's what you're gonna get. So now the mom or the stepmom, I'm sure she was probably versed in ass smacking, but because it was the dad's kid, the white dude's kid, she probably didn't want to smack him up. She probably wanted to do the you know, the millennial parenting. They want to talk to their kids and, why did you do that, Bobby? What's the matter? Why? What is wrong? What's going on? Can you tell us? We can talk to us, okay? Whatever's going on, just let us know what we can fix. We can fix anything. Just tell us. Just come on. Like, say, look here, motherfucker. If you do that one more time, I'm gonna smack the living shit out of you into next year. You understand? Oh, you don't? Let me show you, right? Pop, pop. Let me show you. Let me give you a preview. Now, again, I don't really believe in smacking kids, but like I said, if you don't get into their mind, if you're not versed enough to mentally deal with them, meaning psychologically, you're able to get into their mind psychologically and find out what their weakness is, and then squeeze that weakness until all the damn juice is out of it. You got to whoop that ass. Again, the way to control a kid's mind is whoop that ass. And so it's sad that, again, melanated tragedy. This was in Jacksonville, Florida. They call Florida Jackson Kill or something like that. And I didn't know they called it that, but I heard this in the news report. They call it Jackson Kill or something like that. That's crazy. Jackson Kill, Florida. Come on, really? Says it does have to be a balance. Hitting too much can cause the same effect. Yep. That's what I said. Yeah. I don't really believe in hitting at all, honestly, unless like it's dire. I didn't believe in that really at all. Like my sister, when I used to take care of my sister, my mother gave me permission to whoop my sister, but I never whooped her. Like if I pretended I would, I bought the fear of whooping, but I never actually whooped her. Like I would bring out the belt and she would do some bad shit, like really bad. And it would have to be like some bad shit, but my sister was bad. You know you was bad. You know you was bad. My sister used to do some bad shit. And so I would get the belt, and then because I didn't want to hit her, I would swing and I would swing away from her. But because she was so scared, she thought I was swinging one way and she would dodge and actually dodge into the hit. And so that would be the way she would get hit. I would be swinging trying not to hit her, and she'd be so scared she would dodge into the hit. I'd be like, oh shit. Oh, shit, you all right? So I'd be like, oh, damn, after I hit her and shit. But so I would do scare tactics. I'm a mentalist. I get into your mind. I find out what your likes are, your weaknesses. Your likes are your weaknesses, because if I take your likes away, so, or your fears. My little cousin, like I told the story before, I used to put him on top of the refrigerator. That nigga was scared of heights. Now he could have jumped down easily without hurting himself. He just didn't know that. And so I'd put his ass up on the goddamn refrigerator and leave the room, leave the kitchen. Make him think he up there by himself. Didn't have to do that. Didn't have to do that to him again at all. All I would have to do is threaten him with the refrigerator. You want to go in there? No, that's what I thought. So again, but you have to discipline. The whole point of this is about disciplining the kid, not necessarily whooping their ass, but it's about discipline. And melanated people, we are about that discipline. Now, we've taken beating our kids from slavery. That comes from slavery. Whooping your kids come from slavery. Just so you know. You whip slaves. You don't beat family members. You only beat slaves and animals. So that's where that comes from. So that's a bad habit. However, sometimes you gotta tap a motherfucker. Just saying. So sad for that little kid. I hope his life turns out better, and sad for his parents, I want to say we feel for his parents again. And they were apparently really good people too. So I don't know what happened, but the parenting went wrong somewhere. So it's fucked up, but shout out to those people. So last thing I got, man, the police state is coming. The police state is coming for your ass, people. Trump is implementing all of these these laws and rules to bring down this police state. And so unless you know how to get out of it, unless you know how to assert your rights with confidence, tell the police the EAD symbolically. Don't ever really tell them the EAD. You can, if they talking crazy to you, you can tell the police officer the EAD for sure. You can talk shit to a police officer without a police officer retaliating on you. Again, I've talked about that Supreme Court case, City of Houston versus Hill, 1980, was it 85 or 87? But you can talk shit to a police officer without them retaliating. So don't advise it, but you can do it. Now, if you really want to tell them to EAD and assert your rights, just like this man, you gotta get with us.
Have you ever had an unwanted police encounter? Have you or your loved ones been terrified at a police stop and did not know what to do? Have you witnessed someone else's rights being violated at a police stop and wished you knew what to do? Well, wonder no more. You are not alone. At Know Your Rights Foundation, we teach our members to know police stop laws. Police are banking on your ignorance of the laws and will use that against you. Knowing the laws allows you to get home safely from a routine traffic stop that could spiral out of control because of lack of education. If your constitutional rights are violated, we educate you on how to get restitution from police officers and or the city. Join us in this detrimental cause by contacting KYRF.org. Sign up today.
What if the real superpower was already inside you? The Great Book of Melanin Research reveals 130 years of scientific studies conducted by governments around the world on you. This isn't fiction. It's real research on melanin uncovering its superconductive, photoconductive, cell-protective, and DNA shielding abilities. Yeah, they've known for over a century. Why don't you? Order now and get the exclusive Police Stop Law Package free. That's the Know Your Rights Manual, Constitutional Rights Card, Qualified Immunity Notice and Card, Police Stop Flashcards Volume 1 and 2, the Public Official Bonds Book. Learn how to hold them personally accountable. This is power in your hands, biological and legal. They studied you. Now you study them. Click the link. Get the truth. Get protected. The Great Book of Melanin Research. It's time you knew what they know.
Yo, get on over there, realnagas.com. That's how you support me, guys. Actually, that is the real way to support. Appreciate you guys for doing that. Anything you guys do, I appreciate it. The Cash Apps, the support on the t-shirts, everything. Remember, when you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, you get the whole Police Stop Law Package. First, you get all of that, plus the t-shirts, Rapstrology, either Volume 1, Q-Tip, Ghostface, Queen Latifah, Rakim Allah, LL Cool J, DMX, Big Pun, or boom, you get Volume 2. Bam, Red Man. This came out last week. Nobody has this because they cut off my damn live stream. So actually one person did ask for it. So they ordered the Police Stop Law Package and then they got this. So, but that's the only person that has it right now. I don't even have one of these. Mine is on its way. So it'll be here shortly. But this is the new. Again, bam, Volume 2, RZA, Chuck D. You see Chuck D got the logo on the hat, the Public Enemy logo on the hat. Shout out to Slick Rick. So again, order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy. You will get you a free Rapstrology t-shirt from yours truly. All right, everybody, that's it for me. I'm out of here. I'm hungry as hell and dehydrated as hell because it's hot in Los Angeles. It ain't supposed to be hot. I don't know what the hell's going on, but appreciate you guys. Thank everybody for showing up. Thank you, moderators, for being in there. Appreciate y'all for holding it down. I don't see too many people going crazy in here now that I've switched to StreamYard. So appreciate you guys for holding it down. No. What do you say? The Jackson 5 was a crazy story. I think it causes a split in the mind. Okay. Let's see. Let's get the last few things on here. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, and they now call it Jack what? Jack Ghanistan? They call it Jack Ghanistan. That's hilarious. He says, I never seen the new War of the Worlds. No, I heard it's a piece of shit. Unintentional ass whooping. That's right. Y'all funny. But appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to get out of here. Thank y'all for showing up. I'll let y'all next week. Deuces.